Hi, hello, hello. This is the smooth mood on the the music on the copyright-free playlist. See how this goes? Definitely smooth. I don't know. It's my style, but it's fine. All right, I got a pilot's life installed. I am currently unemployed, and I did start this the other day on a while I'm learning the 737. But I'm gonna do this with the trusty old Grand Caravan, just so I'm a little bit faster at things. Then I can try to get my career off the ground. Hey, 8-Ball, what's up? Whoa, Joe, sorry. $4.99. Thanks for the $5, Joe. Right out of the gate. You're crazy. Thank you very much. Learned a lot from you. Thanks for all the fun. That's great to hear, man. Glad the videos helped. I really appreciate the $5. What's up, Mike? Pilot's Life. Yeah, I think people have mentioned this before, and I've just been such an on-air company fanboy that I haven't given it a shot, but I picked it up the other day and tried it the last few days. I just did a few flights. I think I only did 2 flights on it. It took me, honestly, way too long to get it set up because I didn't realize you need to install FSUIPC, which it requires. So now that I have that up and running, it just took me a while to realize I needed that. And the setup for it is it was a little annoying, but I kind of figured it out, so I can, eventually make a...
Learned a lot from you. Thanks for all the fun, Kip.
Thanks again, Joe. I figured out... I think I'll make a future video about getting started with the pilot's life, because so far it seems pretty awesome. It's very hands-off compared to On-Air Company. So what I've noticed is, basically... I don't know how to describe it. It's just a little bit different. So it is very much about just being a pilot. You're not managing planes, economy, anything like that. It's really more about flying. So I'll go ahead and get it started. I just reset my career, and the first thing you do is you get basically $5,000 in fake money to start in your bank account, and you can use that to purchase your first pilot license. So I did that already. And once you buy the license, that gives you access to a specific set of planes. So if you buy these, Boeing 700 series, you kind of get, or 737, you kind of get access to a bunch of variants of the 737. I picked one called the Cessna family, so it includes all the smaller Cessna planes. I don't think it includes the Citations, but it does include the Grand Caravan. So then you go to job market. The second thing you do after you purchase the license is you go to the job market, and essentially you get 5 offers right off the bat. So you can see the 5 offers I have from 5 different airlines. Most of them are real worlds, some of them are fictional. And then what you can do is choose which one you want to fly for. But you don't have too much of a choice really, because it depends on where you want to fly in the world. It also depends on which planes the actual airliner has in their fleet. So you are able to pick an airline that doesn't even have the plane you're able to fly in it. So you're just kind of stuck at that point. Hey DX1, hey Evloni, what's up? Hey Minnie Reed, just subscribed. Awesome, thanks for that. Glad I could catch you on a live stream. And yeah, I'm back. How's it going? Yeah, pretty good. We had some ups and downs. I was unemployed the end of last year and was streaming a bit, and then just kind of stopped and was took me a while to find a new job, but thankfully I've been in my new job for about 4 months now, so it's going really good. We also moved recently, and yeah, things have just been busy, but kind of settling down now. Yeah, hope you guys are all doing good too. And yeah, I feel bad for not simming for so long, but I've gotten back into it the last few days. Last week I just turned on a stream on Friday and just started getting back in the swing of things, so it's cool to be back. All right, so what I can do here is, since I know I need an airline that lets me fly the 208, so I need to go down here into the airline fleets. There's a little search box here, so I can type in the 208. Actually, I think I need to hit the little edit button. You can't see this little pop-up because of how my capture software works. I have to add like every single window that it opens, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, just take my word for it. I'm just clicking the Cessna 208 in this list of planes that I can filter by. And so now it'll filter this top list here. So I basically need to look down in the bottom at the job offers and just reference that to figure out which one I want to fly for. So I do see like Empire Air, for example. Empire Airlines was one of the random ones that gave me a job offer to be a newbie. And so this is, I don't know if it's based in the US, so I'm gonna hit the little info button, and I don't think you'll be able to see this because it's opening a new window, but it gives you info on the airline. Okay, it does say the headquarters is in the United States, and it also gives me a huge list of where it flies out of. So it looks like their home base, their hubs are at Portland and Seattle are their hubs. So yeah, basically you get to choose which airline you want. If you guys end up getting this and you want to like look at this stream later to remember this, just for reference, when you first get it, go into settings in here, and the very first thing you should do is in the top right here, change this preferred region to your preferred area of the world that you want to fly in. If you don't do this, it's going to give you things worldwide. So you could end up flying in Europe or Asia or something like that. And if you don't want to fly there, you'll have to restart your career and redo the thing. It doesn't take that long, but it's just a little bit annoying. So the first thing you should do is set your preferred region if you have one. I'm going to tick this box that says auto submit flight report as well. That basically is when you're done with your landing, it'll submit all the data it gathered during your flight, and it gives you a report afterwards, and you get points. You basically get a score out of 100 how well you did that flight based on, you know, maximum pitch and bank and all sorts of things. Like if you had your lights on in a realistic order, you know, you had your strobe off when you were doing takeoff or taxiing or whatever. Like there's all these rules. So you get dinged for little tiny things and dinged more for big things that you'd mess up. So, you know, the smoother and more realistic you fly, the bigger score you get. So you have a pilot license. Mini Reed's asking, I don't know if you're asking me personally. I do not. I do not have a pilot's license. I am not a real world pilot or instructor or anything. I literally have never flown a plane. So yeah, I just sim, but I've learned a lot about it the last few years and just love doing it and love teaching what I've learned. My partner does have her private pilot license or certificate, but I've flown with her a few times and it's great. And scary and great, but yeah, I don't really intend to fly. We'll see if that changes, but you know. And if you weren't talking about real life, and you were talking about a pilot's life in this app here, you start with a license, but you have to. If you're talking about that, you have money to purchase your first license. So there's like this little resume button, and I believe it'll show like a summary of your stuff. It shows you what licenses you have. But anyway, I just got a license for flying the 208 Grand Caravan, and any other Cessnas you're allowed to fly. So you just basically pick the class of plane you want to fly. So you would pick like an Airbus, you know, 320 or, you know, a Boeing 737, whatever you want to fly, or a small plane like a Cessna like I did. So now I go back to job market and I just need to pick which of these interest me, and they each have a salary that you're offered. They're all pretty similar. Some of them are slightly higher or lower, but you know, in general, you're going to get one of these like 1-star rated airlines, and then you'll, as far as I know, like you earn, as you do your flights and you earn more, you will just move up, and you can then apply or get offers from other airlines to move into this, and you can end up at a 5-star airline like I think UPS or like Air France and stuff like really big ones that we can see here in the list. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and filter again because it looks like it lost the filter for the Cessna 208. So you just got to make sure you don't pick an airline that doesn't have the plane that you can fly. It also says whether it's a cargo or a passenger type, And as far as I've seen, when you do the flights, you're not required to do any sort of cargo planning and weight and balance and planning and all that. It doesn't care. It seems to only care that you just get from point A to point B in the plane that you say you're going to fly, and that's it. So yeah, let's see. I guess I could pick either Empire. Let's see, I kind of like the idea of flying into Portland and Seattle. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose Empire. And it is one of the higher offers in the salary. It's like second highest from the salary. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose that one. And then it brings up a little pop-up. Sorry, you can't see it again. I'm just being lazy, but it gives you 3 options. You can choose between, you can basically choose if you want a bonus target, like a bonus goal. So you can pick between no bonus goal and your salary is just normal. And it says that, or you can pick the number of hours target is the name of the first goal. And that means you get a 10% bonus if you do 5 hours per week. And then the third one is if you do 10 flights a week, you get a 25% bonus. But you'll also get that same bonus will be a penalty if you don't. So it's a little risk reward thing. So I'm just gonna do the worry-free one, so I don't have any targets to meet, just in case I stop this and I go to OnAir or something. I don't want to be losing money every week by not getting my goal. Okay, so I got the contract, and now what happens is it generates a schedule for you. I have to generate my first schedule. So when you go to schedule, you can choose the type of hauls you want, like short, medium, and long. I'm actually curious what a long haul will count as in a Grand Caravan, so I'll see what that is. And then the schedule type, the default is to do round trip flights from the hub. And then there's like random trips and random continued trips. I'm just going to do the hub though, and it looks like you can also pick which of the hubs you want to fly out of, so I can pick between Portland or Seattle in this case. But I'll just leave that as all and hit generate. It doesn't, you have to accept the schedule once you generate it, so you can like keep going. Hey Jason, what's up? You've always wanted to get your pilot's license. It costs a lot. Yeah, it matters where you are too, like in the world, and in the United States, for example, it's way more expensive if you live in a more densely populated area of the country. But if you kind of live more in the middle of nowhere, it can be a lot cheaper and faster to get your license, is my understanding. All right, so here it generates a schedule. It looks like it's about 10 flights. And so we can just see most of them are out of, this one's out of Seattle and then to Bellingham. Where is Bellingham? KBLI. I'm gonna go ahead and just look where that is real quick because I am not familiar. Oh, it's in Washington, isn't it? Oh, it's right on the border. Okay, it's right on the border with Canada, basically. And let me change to world map. Okay, so yeah, it's on the border with Canada. So that's not too far, I guess. And if I look over on the right, oh yeah, in the table itself, it shows the distances. So here we have between 80 and 101. Looks like the longest one is 148, which isn't too bad in the Grand Caravan. Like if I untick long haul and regenerate, okay, it gives me a max of like 145. And then if I do only short haul, it doesn't go above 100. So I'll do short and medium, that's fine. I almost feel like it's cheating if I do too many short flights. And I wonder if you get more points or something, or a bonus for doing longer flights. I'm not actually sure. It might just be the number of flights, in which case maybe short flights are the way to go. But I'm gonna hit accept schedule at the bottom. And it's making me confirm that. And then it looks like our first flight will be out of Portland, which I'm very unfamiliar with as well, so this will be new. I think that the cool thing about this is like mattering which airline you pick and which hubs you're going from, you're gonna, and like I am right now, I'm gonna learn more about flying in the Northwest. You know, I don't fly up in like Portland and Seattle area very much, so it'll be cool to fly out of those places. And then if you want to explore the world, you could intentionally, pick an airline that's in Asia or Oceania or something, and just learn new places. So it's kind of cool. And then you can also consider that, I guess, once you're able to go to another airline, You can just kind of make that career decision, like, oh, I want to go fly in Europe now, so I'm going to do that. I'm just stuck to the United States, which is, you know, could be considered lame, but could be considered just specializing in it, you know, just sticking to my home area. Okay, let me put on low IFR maps. All right, cool. So now that we have the schedule, if we go to flight on the left, it's going to just tell us what our next flight is. So because we're an airline pilot, you know, they're just telling us our schedule. So this is a pretty big change compared to like OnAir Company and NeoFly, because we have to, in those apps, like in those add-ons, you're constantly having to choose what you want to do. You know, there's always a big jobs list to browse in OnAir Company. So in this, you know, you're just told, hey, this is your flight, go do it. So I'm going to go and load into Portland, I guess, as my departure. And then we're going to Redmond, which I know is in Washington. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to be flying to the southeast. Or sorry, we'll be flying to the north, rather. So this is PDX. Oh, no, that's Redmond down there. Wait, isn't Redmond in... Oh, Redmond's in Oregon. I thought Redmond was in Washington. Huh. You live in Redmond? No way. Awesome. Well, it looks like we're going to fly over your house. Do I fly in real life? Negative. No, Big Sky, I don't. I'm just a sim dork. But, I just live vicariously as a non-pilot through my partner who is a pilot. No, I haven't flown with her for a while, but... yeah, it is kind of terrifying. Like I definitely am a little terrified of of flying in small planes, but yeah. YouTube is yelling at me again to lower my bit rate, but I don't really want to. Oh, it says I should do 45. All right, let me fix that real quick so it stops yelling at me. I mean, it'll save my internet and my processing power, so that's fine. All right, if the stream suddenly looks like really bad, tell me, but it's forcing me to, or it's, you know, it's suggesting I lower it. We'll see if it breaks anything. Hopefully it still looks good enough. You do aerial firefighting for a living? What? Dude, hats off. That sounds insane. That is highly respectable, sir. Or ma'am. Or miss, should I say? Streams look good for you. Nice. Is it a free mod or paid? It is paid. Let me take a look at the site again. I had... Let's see here. Let me take a look at how much it was. I already forgot how much it was. I think it was like 30... Was it like $30? US dollars? At least it's a one-time payment, though, like unlike OnAir Company, which is a subscription. Their site is taking a very long time to load, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it was 30. It was 30 euros. So that comes out to about 32 US dollars. Yeah, 30 euros, and I put the link in the description. It's not sponsored or anything. I just threw the link there in case you guys want to check it out. Yeah, one-time payment. Yeah. And this is chapter 2, I guess. I don't know how long ago this came out, but it was like, it's like a version 2, basically. All right, so yeah, we just have our flight. So Portland to Redmond. So I'm gonna go ahead and back out of here, and then I'm gonna load in at Portland in the 208. I do want to do this like in a jet and get better at doing like airliners. And I was doing that the last few days off stream and stuff, trying it out in a 737. So I was learning how to fly the PMDG 737, which is a big change. I definitely messed up my first ILS approach, big time. But yeah, it's a nice change of pace. But for something like this, I want to be comfortable with it, so I can just, you know, more easily complete these flights and just see what a pilot's life is about. You wish Xbox had a career mode? Me too. I think it's a bummer that people on Xbox can't join and do stuff like this. But they did recently add WASM support, right? Like WebAssembly. So I don't know if that means that companies or like developers can actually develop programs like this for Xbox. I don't know if that means they can do that or not yet. I hope it means that they can. Like that would be amazing if they could. All right, so we're loaded in at Portland, so it's KPDX, Papa Delta X-Ray. And we're gonna go to Redmond here, which is KRDM. All right, and then so if you look at the bottom, like I have the flight, you just have these check marks, like the connection to their server is good. The one in the middle says flight simulator connected. You have to have FSU IPC running for this to work, so I had to make sure that's running, so I get a green check. And then you get the flight stage. So what's actually really nice about this, for those of you that have seen me mess up with OnAir companies so many times where I never started the tracking for my flight that I was doing, in a pilot's life, you don't have to do that at all. Like once we're on this flight screen, it's just gonna, I don't have to hit anything. It's just tracking me. It's automatic. So yeah, it's very nice in that way where I can just kind of set and forget it. And all we have to do is just get to Redmond. Like we could take a direct flight. We could do whatever we want. I'll do like a VATS, or I'll do a SimBrief flight plan. And speaking of SimBrief, down here, this SimBrief dispatch button is amazing. You click it, it automatically goes and loads it into SimBrief, and it puts in all of the data. So here we have, oh, who are we flying for again? I already forget the name of the airliner I accepted a career with. Was it, I thought it was Kingdom, but it says C something. Oh, it's Empire. So Empire Airlines, so I guess the airliner code is CFS, and then it puts in the flight number, it puts in the departure and arrival. So, and this is all in there for you, and it chooses the Cessna already for you. So this is just a really nice time saver. So this is, yeah, it's very nice. So all I have to do is scroll down, and I'm gonna leave the passengers on auto because I think the passengers should probably be 0. It doesn't seem to change the weight. Actually, let me check. I'm gonna go to weight and balance, and then no, because it's already tracking my flight. Yeah, so it doesn't do anything with weight and balance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and generate it with 0 passengers. And freight, also say none, and then just generate it and have absolutely minimum fuel. Do I have a joystick? Yeah, I use the Thrustmaster TCA Airbus side stick. I like it. One of the main reasons I picked it is because I don't want a yoke right in front of me, because I use my keyboard and mouse a lot, and I just don't want the yoke in front of me, even though it's nicer. And the other thing I like about this is the stick's ergonomic. It's symmetrical. I mean, so you can use it on either left or right-handed. So generally, if you're a left-seater, you're using the stick or the yoke in your left hand. So compared to other sticks, most other sticks they assume you're gonna fly them right-handed, as if you're playing a combat sim or something. But for general aviation, generally the pilot, the left-seater, the pilot flying is using their left hand. So I just like that it's I also like it for left hand because it's easy for me to use my mouse, right, with my right hand. So yeah, I prefer that setup. Would I ever do VATSIM? Yeah, I've done it a bunch of times. I do want to work my way up to doing it again. I think one of my last streams at the end of last year, I did a couple VATSIM flights. Yeah, it's great. VATSIM is incredible. I love it. It's really impressive that VATSIM is like all volunteers too. It's crazy. Tempted to buy a Turtle Beach yoke. Don't know about $400. Yeah, for Xbox, it's supposed to be good. There are a few people in my Discord that have it, and they've all pretty much said that they love it. I think I forget that. I think there are some little things that they didn't like about it, but for the most part, overall, if I remember correctly, they like it a lot. So, all right, this is all generated. So let me just check our fuel here. Oh yeah, we can actually look at the SimBrief flight plan in here. So if I click here, I get the little tiny one here, and then looks like there's you can open the PDF as well, which is extremely hard to read. So it's nice that you can just tab back and forth like this if you want to use the OFP. So I'm going to go ahead and just look at our fuel here, and it doesn't set the fuel for you. So I'm going to need to go up into weight and balance and set the fuel myself. So down here, our block fuel is 1005. That's in pounds. And we have 1105. So I'll just go ahead and leave that alone. So we're good to go. Yeah, oh, you have the pedals as well. I'm pretty sure if you buy just the yoke that you can, it has triggers on the yoke, right? So you can use those for rudder pedals if you don't have actual separate rudder pedals, right? But yeah, it's a big change. I don't know how you're flying right now on the Xbox, but if you're still using the Xbox controller, it is night and day if you can get a compatible stick or yoke. It's very difficult to fly on an Xbox controller, in my opinion. I've only tried it like once since I play on PC, but yeah. Hyped for 2024. I am skeptical. I'm hyped for it because it means that they're not going to stop investing in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's clear. I know people are like a little concerned that it's basically like an expansion. I don't know that it's a whole new game or a whole new simulator. It seems like it's an expansion. I want the career mode stuff that they've showed off, like the missions, they're kind of showing a career mode as part of it. I very much hope that it is more than just a mission pack. Like, I'm worried that you're going to go into the main menu under activities and there's going to be like a category called career, and then there's just going to be one or two of each of those things they showed, like putting out fires or rescuing people, search and rescue, all those things. I'm worried that it's just going to be like a mission pack with 10 activities like that. So it is going to be a new game from what I've watched on YouTube from when they talked about it. I'm a little laggy here, so I'm going to check my settings here. Oh yeah, I switched to use DLSS again. And I think I'm in high settings. Yeah, I'm in mostly high settings. All right, I should probably get this flight going, right? You hope it's... Oh, yeah, and the triggers work as rudder pedals. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, getting some peripherals is going to make simming much more fun. But at the least, I would recommend, if you can, hook up a mouse to your Xbox if you have a compatible mouse. Because if you use the avionics as much as I do and you're in here hitting buttons all the time, like that should, I don't know how well it plays with a controller and a mouse at the same time, but just having a mouse attached to, flick switches and stuff like that, that would be an incredible update, I feel like. Okay, so our fuel is set, and let's go ahead and look at our route here. We're just going direct to Cuckis and then Tango 302. That's a airway to Jet, and then Tango 355 to Herbs or Herbs if you're an English speaker, and then direct. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started, and then we'll put that in. I've also hooked up I got a new mouse. I finally picked up a Razer Naga, and just to try it out, because the thumb buttons, having all of those little buttons, lets me keep my hand on the stick and then my right hand on the mouse, and then I can just quickly hit those side buttons. Like, I'm using the little circle of side buttons, 1 through 9. I just remap them to hit control 1 through 9. So I can just use my right thumb on the mouse and just hit all these buttons to jump around in the avionics. So it's kind of nice. It keeps my hand from having to go and hit control 1, control 2 over and over again, which I do all the time because I use the avionics so much. All right, cool. Let's turn the beacon on. That's open. You did a mouse to look and hit the buttons. Nice. Yeah, the mouse is great. Oh, track IR. Yeah, I couldn't get into track IR. I know a lot of people love it. I just it's weird to me to move your head and like have to keep looking straight ahead while moving your head. Just felt weird to me. But yeah, most people love it. I think I'm the exception. I'm somebody that doesn't absolutely love track IR or like the Moby one. All right, introducing fuel. I'm just gonna press B to set our altimeter, 3005. All right, starter is off. Fuel boost is back to normal. Avionics 2 is on. I'm gonna put flaps down to takeoff position already. And okay, we're good there. And let's go ahead and change the GPS to GPS here and program in the flight plan. All right, let's see. So we're going PDX direct to Cuckis, C-U-K-I-S. All right, PDX to RDM. Put those in first. So if I wanted to be really fast at this, I would just have the world map pick it. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'll have the world map pick it for me. And just have the route pre-programmed in so I don't have to do any of this manually. PDX runway 28 right. And destination is Redmond, KRDM, runway 29er. Isn't there a Redmond, Washington, or am I crazy? Okay, our first waypoint direct to Cuckis. Charlie Uniform, Kilo, India, Sierra. Okay, Tango 302. So I'm going to go to menu, load airways, Tango 302. And we're exiting that at Jet, double J, Jet. Oh, there is a Redmond, Washington. Okay, cool. I didn't know that there was a Redmond in Oregon. All right, there's Jet. Is our exit. Hit load. Moving down to the next line here. Menu, enter for load airway. And then we're on Tango 355 to Herbs. Where are my herbs? Herbs, there we go. Okay, and then load. All right, close that and take a look at it on the map. There we are, 28 right, down to the southeast. Herbs and runway 29er. Excellent. All right, and let's look at our cruise altitude up here. It says 9,000 feet. So let's go ahead and set that up over here. I'm going to use my Honeycomb Bravo autopilot thing over here and just set it up to 9,000 feet. All right, Minnie, take it easy. Love your vids. Keep up the hard work. All right, dude, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. All right, keep rolling this up to 9,000. Looks like they still have that bug when, like, the text is kind of like ghosting. It's like a DLSS thing. All right, then I'm going to set flight level change. Let's just do our VY speed of 95. All right, and then heading is, let's see, runway is 2. It's over here, isn't it? Runway 28 right. Let's see if I can hit enter here. No, I can't. I know you can go to a waypoint and hit enter to get to a quick page for that. I'll just go ahead and look it up in Navigraph though, the runway heading. All right, I can just wait. I can just wait till we get there. All right, we're going to runway 28 right. I'm gonna skip using ATC. I will tune into ATC, but I'm not going to talk to ATC. Because ATC always messes us up. All right, taxi light is on, strobe light is on, nav light is on. If you're using live weather, you should have partial clouds with spatial light, rain, and Redmond. Oh yeah, I should probably act like a real pilot and look at the weather. That would be smart to know what we're getting into here. Okay, we have no TIMs. All right, destination. Oh yeah, 350. Winds are 1-2 gusting, 2-1 broken at 6,000 feet. All right. So at least we'll have visibility under 6,000 feet, theoretically. Altimeter 2999. Oh, wait, is that our alternate? Oh, Redmond. Wait, why does it say Roberts? Is it Roberts something airfield? Let me go look at that. Navigraph. We'll just load our plan here into Navigraph as well. Close this. Hey, this has vocals in it. I said no vocals. Yeah, I have instrumental ticked. All right. Skipping that one. All right, flights. Import flight from SimBrief. There we go.
Hold position, caution, other traffic.
Oh yeah, I guess it's called Roberts.
Hold position, AM flight 1965.
All right, let's see what kind of approaches we have. It estimated runway 29er. So for that runway, if that holds true, we have an RNAV, 2 RNAV approaches. The Yankee approach is the GPS. Oh, let's see. So they have an LPV approach, and then there's a higher minimums LNAV approach as well. So hopefully we'll get hopefully the LPV approach will work. All right, so potentially we're doing the RNAV 29. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in now. Yep, and it's got LPV here, RNAV Zulu. And let's take a look at our initial approach fix. I assume, yeah, okay, it'll be DSD because we're coming in from that direction. And then we'll need to do a procedure turn to turn around there. Yeah, otherwise our only other option is, well, we could go right to Auban. Auban might be a little better for us. Oh, we can't choose Auban for this. Okay. We can only choose Deschutes or Fuff. What the? That's a weird Fuff quo. It's almost sound like I'm gonna swear or something. I mean, not that that's a problem, but anyway, okay, then there's that one, which is, it says procedure not authorized for arrivals at FUFCO if you're on Victor 269 eastbound. Anyway, let's just do Deschutes. It's over here to the west, which is the direction we're coming from. So we'll choose DSD, Deschutes VOR. Our minimums for the LPV are 3368 baro, so we'll set that up. Could do this while I'm in the air, but
Alaska 729er, hold position, caution, other traffic.
it's taking a while. Oh, DSD is the norm? Okay, awesome. Good to know. Okay, let's see, we got, yeah, 3368, rolling my mouse wheel for days. Now I can do this and just scroll while holding shift. Actually, shift, I don't think shift doubles it. All right, 3368, so 3370. All right, then we'll go down and load that in. I'll take a look at that again while we're in flight. All right, so we have to get to the northeast part of the field here. So it looks like we need to, there's so much traffic here too. I'm just at a major airport in this little 208. This will be fine. All right, this is all upside down. All right, taxi light is on and flaps are already good and our lights are good. It's not showing me on this, so I'm just gonna zoom in and use the moving map version. All right, so 29 right is over here. So it looks like we need to take, we need to cross through the middle of the airport, don't we? Yeah, we do. We need to go through Tango, this direction. All right, so I'm just gonna move this to the side so I can see it and we'll just get taxiing. We're gonna ignore ATC for today. Excuse me, sir. Watch your head, sorry. I think for the next flight, I'm just gonna do it by doing the planning in the world map. Just have it automatically pick my route and everything. That'll save time. That is murder. He's fine. Get him back there. Oh wait, uh-oh, he's gone. All right, never mind, he's not there anymore. Something happened. Sounds like Christmas music almost. Beautiful. All right, turning left onto Charlie. And go a little faster than this. I feel like I always taxi way too slowly. All right, left on Charlie. We're gonna cross the runway up here. All right, there's someone on the runway, so I'm guessing they're not going to have somebody landing right now. And it looks like its tail is facing us, so I think we're good. All right, landing lights are on. Is he still over there? He is. All right, we should probably cross this quickly. We're gonna go this way. This is gonna be Bravo 3. Then we turn right onto Tango and take that across the air, across past all these gates over here. But did that plane just turn around? I hear it like spooling up. Alaska 729. All right, we're gonna go straight here and then make a right up here at this giant intersection. Oh, I still have the MMMM bug for these this taxiway add-on that I have. I did the fix they suggested, but it didn't work apparently. All right, landing lights are off. And we need to turn right here. Actually, I missed that. That last intersection was the one we were supposed to turn at, but we're going to turn right here. This should be Bravo. And then we take this all the way up to the other side. There's someone in... Is that a... Oh, that's in Alaska? Huh, what is that livery? Some like special edition. Alright, making our way towards runway 28 right. Mikey, fly me to the moon. I got you, baby. Yeah, what is that livery? That thing looks cool. But there's another one right there. Wait a minute, that's Norwegian. That's in Alaska. What? It says Alaska. That's Norwegian. Okay, it's confusing. Something is wrong. Huh. Alright, making my slow way over here. Alright, we're gonna turn right up here at Alpha. This is the problem, I guess, with just in general doing the career modes. Like, for some reason I thought maybe I didn't pick a good airline as my airline for this, because having a hub at a major airport like this in such a small plane is... Yeah, it's a lot of taxiing. I just need to start taxiing way faster, that's all. Alright, now we're making them very long. This is Kilo. Parallel to our left is Alpha. I think I'm going to move over to Alpha. We can take that all the way down to 28 right. I mean, our speed's not alive, so that means we're not going too fast. Oh, now it is. There's 20 knots. Oh, it'll ding you if you exceed 30. Oh, 30 on ground speed. Hey, good to know. Oh, I'm at 28. Uh-oh. Slowing down, slowing down. That's good to know. I don't know all of the rules either. I'm sure there's a whole list of them I can look up. I should probably learn those. I'm sure it's all the normal ones, though, like, you know, having your lights properly on at the correct phases, having, you know, not exceeding certain bank and pitch limits, like 20 degrees and 20 degrees of pitch, 30 degrees of bank, that kind of stuff. Hey, Ronner, what's up? Welcome back. La Habana to Miami. Where's La Habana? Wait, do you mean in real life, or you just did the flight in the sim? Okay, we're almost... Are we halfway? Where are we at here? We're a little more than halfway to the runway. I mean, we could just use any of these Like this runway is so long. I could just do a midfield takeoff here. We need like no runway length to take off in this thing. How long is this runway? It's got to be like 8,000 feet. Let me see here. Airport info. It is 9,800 feet. Yeah, I think that's, I think half of that is enough for us. I think a quarter of that is enough for us. If you go to the flight page, there's an option to see flight raw data. After your first flight, you can see how you're graded. Yeah, I have seen the grading before. It seems really awesome. I think my first flight, I was doing the 737 the last few days as a test. And I'm a total newbie at flying that plane. But I think I got like an 88 or something the first time and then a 92 the second time, which is not bad. Hopefully I do better in this. If I don't do better in this, I have no excuse. All right, landing lights are on, taxi lights are off. Fuel conditions at high idle. We're waiting for this flight to come in. What is AMF? I know it's a drink, but I don't know all of the airliner codes either. Is this guy gonna land? What just happened? It's a blank livery. What the? That is a long way down the runway to land. We're at halfway down the runway. We're about a third of the way down the runway. He landed at like the halfway or maybe further. I mean, I guess they're just, oh, it's a Mara flight. I guess their gate is down that way or something. Oh, I usually fly the analog Caravan too, and I'm flying the G1000 version today. I think I can use either one, like as long as the plane code matches, we're fine. Forgot to sync runway heading on my bug there. And we don't have a departure procedure or anything, so we're just gonna get up about, get up 600-700 feet, make our turn.
Alaska 303, hold position, caution, other traffic.
All right, that's 500 AGL.
Hold position, Alaska 303.
Back our throttle a little bit. All right, autopilot. Nav mode. All right, we're gonna turn around here. All right, we're off. Yeah, it is a bit bumpy. We had 12 knot headwind. I mean, we're up a little bit. All right, we're turning around to get on a course. And how many total miles do we have? This should be less than 100, I think. Oh, actually mattering the route. It's gonna be a little more. Let's see. All right, let's see. Flight level changes on. GPS mode is on standby. All right, there's nav modes taken over. AM flight. All right, flaps are up. All right, we're climbing up to. Oh, I didn't end up setting our altitude all the way up. We're going up to 9,000 feet for cruise. It's weird, that DLSS effect on the text is always weird. I keep, I got this mouse so I could hit the thumb buttons to use the cameras, and I haven't gotten used to it yet, so I'm still taking my hand, like using the keyboard shortcuts for like Control 1. All right, cool, let's check. Just make sure this says, yep, flight stage is climb. Okay, it has block time and flight time. So basically, as soon as you load in, I assume that timer starts. So it took us 11 minutes. Must have been longer than that. Is block time when we... Well, flight time's about 3 minutes. Is block time when we first start moving? It must be something like that instead of when we first load in, because I think it took me longer than 11 minutes. Or, you know, 8 minutes. Taxi or pushback. Okay, yeah, taxi. Got it. Yeah, so that does make sense. That was a lot of taxiing. It's like 8 minutes of taxiing. 7 minutes maybe, and then a little waiting for that flight to get out of the way. A bunch of flights lined in down there. This is, I mean, this is the plus side of doing a bigger airport, is we get a lot more live traffic to look at. Oh, I think I have, so 1 second, I think I have multiplayer off. Oh, is it gonna, I think it's gonna ding me for, I thought I turned, oh no, it says on, okay. It's gonna ding me for pausing, isn't it? Whoops. That's kind of a weird thing, like people have to take bathroom breaks and stuff, you know? Actually, hey, 8Ball, do you know if it dings you for time acceleration in a pilot's life? How it works in OnAir company is you're allowed to use it, but when you land, basically it puts your pilot in a holding state, and it makes you wait until they would have finished the flight in real time. So say you do double acceleration for an hour-long flight, so it takes you 30 minutes, it'll hold your pilot until that hour is done, until you can use it again. A pilot relief tube? Yep. True. I do need a, oh, it will ding you. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that makes sense. But it's also one of those things that I would probably do often, even though it penalizes you, just because, I mean, especially if you're doing longer flights. I mean, it's a simulator. We should, you know, we should be able to do things that are for quality of life, like time acceleration. Air distance is 109 miles for the flight. Okay. And we're just listening into ATC. I can go ahead to approach. We're just listening and not participating because it'll try to crash us into a mountain or something, most likely. All right, on our way to Redmond. Alright, so we're on our way to Cuckus, and then we're going to join the Tango 308, Tango 355 after that. And I have a setup for the LNAV, or the LPV approach into Redmond. Top of a descent. Alright, still calculating, but so far it says 37 minutes. It's going to go down fast. Okay, 36. So it's, yeah, this is just that weird. Oh, the text looks okay here, actually. It is, that's ticking down quite quickly. Alright, we got a 12 knot tailwind and 14 from the left side. Do I sideload ForeFlight or anything? If I'm not, I use Navigraph. Like, I used to use ForeFlight, but I have Navigraph here. I can also pull Navigraph up in this window. Sometimes it gets a little laggy. There's some weird bugs with it, but this is kind of nice to have up just for the sake of the stream. But I like running it on my iPad if I'm not, you know, streaming or making a video. It's pretty nice. And, you know, it gets you, like, to get a comparable setup with ForeFlight, you're going to be spending, like, you know, $400, $500 on it, including Jeppesen charts for where you're flying. So Navigraph's a really good, it is the ForeFlight for simmers, basically. Oh, and I don't have the current flight loaded, so I'll go ahead and do that. Easy money dump. Yeah, I was using ForeFlight for a bit and just using the FAA charts. It's really nice to have the to have the Jeppesen charts. And Navigraph gives you Jep charts globally, so you can fly anywhere. So it's pretty nice. Oh, and I have high IFR charts turned on. Let's go to low. Unload this flight and import the other one from SimBrief. Just get this all synced up.
Portland approach Delta 2759er is at 12,200 feet, descending 6,700 feet. Delta 2759er Portland approach altimeter tree 0.03. Continue to reading as planned.
3003. Alright, updated. Up transponder's off, that's fine. It's probably gonna ding me for that too, actually. Alright, there we go. This is all set up now, so I can keep this up on the side here. And let's go ahead and choose the approach. Alright, runway was, I think, Arnab Zulu through Deschutes, runway 29er. Double check that. Nope. Whoops. Don't want to update that. Yeah, Arnab GPS Zulu 29 LPV. Alright, so now that's down there in the tray for us. Or the drawer, whatever they call this at the bottom of Navigraph. Oh, Stimp, you said you're a C-17 pilot? What is a C-17? Globemaster 3? Military... Oh yeah, I've seen a C-17. Wait, you're a real-world C-17 pilot? In the Air Force. Dude. Sometimes, like, I believe you. The F-35 wasn't for you. I do believe you, but at the same time, you could just be saying it just to make us all stoked, and I appreciate that too. So even if you're not telling the truth, but I do believe you, honestly. Even if you weren't, and you're just role-playing it on the internet, also cool, but I do believe you. That's crazy. How do you just like watching flight sim tutorials, or do you use Microsoft Flight Sim as well?
Delta 2759er descend and maintain 2,900 feet. Climb and maintain 3,700 feet amp flight 1967. Descend and maintain 2,900 feet Delta 2759er.
How many hydraulic systems? And what's the PSI? You flight sim in your free time with friends that are getting into flying. 2 friends going for instrument and commercial. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Yeah, I was out last night at a bar with a friend of mine. We went and went to a baseball game, and then we're just chatting at a bar afterwards, and I was like kind of ranting to him about, not ranting, but I was just kind of like thinking out loud, just like, damn, should I try to become a pilot? And I literally haven't even taken a discovery flight, so it's very unlikely that's gonna happen, but you know, I don't even know if I would enjoy it. Like, simming is fun, but yeah, my partner flies, and she has friends that one of her friends is like flying for a charter, like chartering people in a King Air now, and yeah, it's cool to hear how they're doing, and yeah, it's cool. They're kind of moving up. I think he's going to be like flying left seat soon or something like that. Former French Air Force pilot. It's like you guys should be the ones streaming and I should be watching, because I'm just this dude sitting here in a chair who's never flown a real airplane in his life playing a flight sim. That's your dream, private, flying around CEOs in private jets. Nice. Oh man, this playlist is hilarious. Sometimes I think no music might be better than music, but man, it's just nice to have something in the background. But it's so hard to pick. These, I know every single stream I like rant about these copyright-free music sites and how like all the music is, I don't know, it's not consistently what I want, even if I pick the right genre and stuff.
Portland departure, generic November 229er Whiskey Alpha is at 700
Last time someone
feet, climbing 10
suggested like, was it chill pop or something? What was it?
November 229er Whiskey Alpha, Portland departure altimeter 30.03.
See, we're not getting any icing or anything. What is the air temperature? -3. I will put the pitot heat on. Yeah, we're getting some like jazz. We're getting some electronic music. Now we're getting some jazz. Euro trance. Well, I can't play anything that's copyrighted, so let me see what they have in the copyright free. I mean, there is definitely trance. I don't know that it matches my... Here's one of their trance tracks. I don't know that it matches my personality and my energy, you know? Planet of the Bass. Transport. You bought the Vision Jet. Smooth jazz for flying. Yeah, it's a little weird, right? Yeah, I haven't tried the Vision Jet. Wait, who makes that? Oh, flighteffects.io, is that it? Yeah, the Flight Effects Cirrus Vision, it's out. Oh, it came out about a year ago. It looks like it came out like right when I stopped simming, basically. Started my long break. I've played around with like the Honda Jet, and I played in the Citations. Yeah, I haven't quite stuck with the Citations. I was flying the CJ4 though for a bit, and I thought that one was really fun. I like the I kind of like that it doesn't have auto throttle. Like it's a bit more work, but oh man, I did a VATSIM event. I think it was into Denver or something, and I did the VATSIM event in the CJ4, and man, dude, as like single pilot, even in the sim, single pilot flying that thing, IFR with VATSIM, the workload was pretty stressful. And not having auto throttle when you're doing that is even more stressful. Like, and then doing that and then switching over to like the, like to try the 747 with the new improvements. And then now learning some about the 737. It's just like, man, all of the auto throttle features are incredible. It'll just slow you down. And then if you get an auto land, like you get a Cat 3 ILS, it's also just crazy. You just, you know, that kind of thing. It seems so silly, but at the same time, if you're doing VATSIM, it's just so helpful. Where you can just be on top of absolutely everything else, monitoring and being on comms. And I mean, it's also quite unrealistic too. Like, you're never going to be single piloting a 737 or an A320 or whatever. You're gonna have your first officer there with you, you know, doing all the comms, or you know, just doing so many things for you when you actually have two people there. So yeah, it's kind of an intense workload. Simmers do a lot. I mean, it might be a simulation, but like you're doing things that are unrealistic, like being a single pilot in a 787 or whatever. Oh, popping fuses back in. All right, let's take a look outside. I put on the Couch Captain's livery. Nice, we got some good chemtrails up there. Dude, the colors here, just like the landscape here, just looks so cool. I guess this is one bonus of flying in the Northwest. Mostly intercepted Russian bombers over Estonia when you were part of the Baltic Air Patrol. Lack of modern Air Force over Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Dude, what?
Skywest tree 469er descend and maintain 2,900 feet.
I know most people that sim do not use ATC at all. And I don't know why. I've just like held this iron grip on using ATC every single time. It is almost always not worth it. You can't open the little storm door in this version of the 208. I just have everything maxed out right now. Like the throttle is pulled back just a little bit, so I'm not over torquing. I'm not redlining it on the torque, but I just have the prop full forward right now. We're just, I don't know if it dings you for any of that too, like wear and tear on the engine and stuff like that. Oh yeah, beyond ATC. Yeah, I'm very excited for that too. They've done a really good job like marketing it. Like everybody seems to know about it. They have like over 1,000 people in their Discord server, I'm pretty sure. And I was reading some of their updates in there, just kind of catching up. It sounds like it's not going to be out until next year, because they had to kind of change their plans, and they're now, they didn't plan to do it originally, but now I guess they are controlling all traffic within the sim as part of Beyond ATC's coding. So they're adding all that in to make sure that it's as good as it can be. But yeah, listen to some of the interviews with the developer, whoever the developer is. I think it's one of the devs that does the interviews and stuff. But yeah, it sounds and looks really good. It's partially why you like the sim. You don't have to chat or focus on all the things. You can just shoot approaches and have fun. Yeah, it's really nice because you can just, you make it whatever you want it to be. You can be flying around with absolutely crazy aerobatics and unrealistic stuff you're doing, in like the Super Hornet or whatever, and buzzing towers, Maverick style, or you can just go sightseeing or install a flying toilet or whatever and mod and fly that, or fly the Halo dropship. Yeah, you can get silly, you can get serious. I mean, that's what a simulator should be. So that'll be hey Trip, what's up, dude? It'll be a game changer in the sim. Us noobs can learn proper ATC. Yeah, I really want something like Beyond ATC, because even though VATSIM is like the end game, VATSIM coverage is spotty. Like, you don't always have the same controllers on. It's all volunteer, and it's incredible. And like everybody that works on VATSIM and participates in it is incredible. It's amazing that it is a service and it's free on the interwebs, like crazy. But it's also a bummer if you're flying and all of a sudden ATC coverage goes down, or like, it can be a little frustrating. So yeah, having something you can just turn on and off and have full coverage whenever you want, and you don't have the pressure of talking to a real human, is pretty nice. I think it'll be nice. All right, we're about to pass Jet and make our right-hand turn here. Changing airways to Tango, is it 255? 355. The Herbs exit over here to the south, and then we're gonna go a little bit south to the Deschutes VOR, overfly that, and then we're gonna go in and do a reversal, or it's a hold in lieu of procedure turn, looks like. At Auban, that's where the procedure turn starts. All right, technically a hold in lieu of procedure turn, I think. And then Colta is our final approach fix at 6,300 feet. So we'll use VNAV to get down to that. Our top of descent's in 19 minutes. And the top of descent time keeps going up. We're probably just having changes in winds, right? We still have 10 knots from the back. That's nice. Sim pilots flock to ATC. In real life, we try to dodge ATC. Oh yeah, like real life pilots, you just don't want to deal with it. right, our fuel, we're still over 1,100 pounds of fuel still. 562 per hour, and I'm pretty maxed out. Can be that 80-year-old man in a crop duster without a radio. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy to me. Like, isn't that in all of the US you can fly without ADS-B and without a radio? Is that true? You don't need either? Or is it just one? Do you have to have a transponder, right? You must have to have a transponder. You just don't have to have a radio. But that's just, I think. But that's just insane that you can just not be on comms and fly around. Some. It was like my partner who flies, she was telling me something like that. I don't know exactly what she told me, but it was something about like minimal equipment and not needing to be on with a controller and be able to just fly around and just be like, oh, yep, certain planes or something are like not required to have it. I don't know. That just seems insane. ADS-B if you're over 4,000. Okay. Yeah, she was telling me some of that stuff and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, why? Like, why not just require it? Like, you could at the very least have a handheld radio you bring, right? That if you don't have the actual equipment, like in the actual plane. Drones do crop dusting now. The old guy will be sitting on the porch, sadly. Yeah, but he'll have a sweet VR headset on. Using the drone in manual mode with a camera, right? Had somebody like gamified that yet? Where it like it does a mapping of the crops and then it'll put like, you know, Pac-Man style pellets you have to collect as you're flying the drone over for points. Turn it into a game, but you know, in the background you're actually dusting the crops. And then, you know, you're doing it and then up comes like an in-app purchase microtransaction screen. It like forces the hover and turns the crop dusting off and it's like, pay $10 to continue. Oh, the mountain is here. It's not 4,000 feet. It depends on the airspace. Flight school in Florida with a watercraft had no radios or ADS-B. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I know about that crash. I should use one of those mods that gives you like the passenger presets and stuff. You know, I can move back there, but that'd be kind of cool. There we go. We can always move back there manually, I guess. All right, our next waypoint is Whistle. Probably still don't. I think we got a good 10 minutes or so until top of descent. I guess I can get that set up. Oh, we have 15 minutes. Whatever, I can set it up whenever. So 6,300 is our bottom. It's our last altitude till we get our vertical guidance. So let's set that up. 6,300. I'll go ahead and just auto update our altimeter setting, 3000. All right, 6,300, and then yeah, we'll be doing the reversal down there. And then I'll just turn on VNAV early. Oh, I don't have the yaw damper on. This should be on until we land. So I need to set a button for yaw damper. Oh, if I hit escape, it's going to penalize me if I go into my menu. So to make a note to myself to bind something to the yaw damper, which should be on, except for, you know, right when we take off and when we're coming in on final. All right, we still got 11 knot tailwind. Dude, the weather right now is awesome. It's on live time of day, too. I believe I'm on live weather, live time. Yep. The best. All right, we're coming up to Whistle. .72 miles left total. including that reversal. Oh, and that's so cool. We're flying over Deschutes. I love Deschutes Brewery. The Deschutes beers are delicious. I know Mirror Pond Pale Ale is like one of my favorite beers. I love that beer. So it's cool to be flying over the Deschutes VOR. There, it's right there. Lovely. And it looks like we got a flight way out there. We can't even see the tail number. Can't even see the flight number of it so far. This music's kind of funny. It is better than the jazz, that's for sure. Maybe I can just try out the full electronic playlist and see how that does. Oh, I hope Flight Sim 2024 finally has shared cockpit. If there was a true, actual shared cockpit feature in Microsoft Flight Simulator, just the possibilities are so much. Like, you should be able to go into your friends list. I mean, you can already do this. You can create a group with your friends. But it should allow you to also be in like the pre-flight together, like in the dashboard or whatever, in like a party maker, a group maker, and you should be able to coordinate the route that you're flying, where it'll like put the same route pre-programmed into everyone's avionics if you want, or choose which plane you're sitting in and what seat you're sitting in every plane. So you could be a passenger in the plane, you could be, you could be co-piloting, and then give people shared control of everything. That would be so cool. And like, your controls, the mod called Your Controls is great, but we need like a first class feature in the game, like natively in the sim would be incredible. It would give Redbird. What is Redbird? I'm Googling it. Oh, simulator flying training? Redbird Aviation. Every time I stream and talk to you guys, I realize I don't know anything. Simulator flying. Do they do like a... Oh, you have to go in person though, right? It's not like a virtual thing. I want Microsoft to, I want the Flight Sim team to make a real shared cockpit. That would be absolutely awesome. Like I bet the sales would go up so much more. Like it is cool that you can fly together. Like you and your friend could both just buy Xboxes and fly together. Oh, they make all the sims. Okay, yeah. And you can count the actual hours for your readings. Got it. I thought there was some like better simulator that existed, or some legacy, some older flight sim that somebody made that had like shared cockpit flying. I know DCS does. One of the guys who's in my chat regularly, Schwartz, was telling me about like DCS, and you can be in the same plane together. It's just hacked together in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now with some add-ons. So like there's a mod called Your Controls where you can do it, but you don't see the other pilot, and technically you're both in the same plane. It basically just it's hiding the other plane, but it's basically like you're each in your own plane in your own sim, and it's just you're flying both planes at the same time, you know, independently, but it's like made to look like you're flying the same plane. So you can, like, when you click, it just sends a command to the other person's simulator and clicks that same button. So yeah, it works pretty well though. There's like a specific list of planes that it supports. It supports a lot of them, and it's great when it's working great. Like sometimes there's weird altitude mismatches. Oh, we have some icing here. Oh no. All right, ice protection on. What's the temperature now? -4. But it works really well, and I've done it a few times. I did like a fun little flight with somebody on VATSIM with shared cockpit, and we both flew. What did we fly? Did we fly I think we flew the CJ4 together. I forget. It might have been the Grand Caravan or I think it was the CJ4 though. Yeah, it's just very, very fun. It feels almost real. Like it's just crazy. Like when you have VATSIM on and two people flying the same plane and you're communicating, I don't know. It was really good experience. And I just want everybody to experience that. So like if you could hop, you know, maybe VATSIM aside, but if you could hop in a plane and actually see your friend in it and have another friend like who doesn't even know what he's doing, like in the back, and you can take him on a flight and do scenic tours, and just your friends can just be chilling on their Xboxes, like casually in the plane, and you can all talk over voice chat together while the people that know how to fly in the sim are flying the plane, and you're like just giving them virtual tours in the world. I don't know, it could be really cool. All right, we still got some icing on the windshield. Oh, there we go. It's on airframe, and these are in op, right? Stall heat. Yeah, we just have, but I think it does do windshield. Oh, there, it just instantly disappeared, didn't it? All right, nice. That would be wicked if Flight Sim could hit the level of what current gaming is. It would just be like a unique thing to do. Like there's so many people that play, you know, Call of Duty together and stuff like that, and it's just like, it would just be a very unique thing you could do with your friends. All right, top of descent is in 6 minutes. So top of descent is over here before Auban, and we need to get down to 7,600 at Auban, do that reversal. And then after the reversal, we're going to Colta. That's the final approach fix for our LPV approach. I did put the minimums in already. Oh. Huh, they're not here. Oh wait, they don't sync between the two, do they? Let me check. Oh, that might be a bug. I put the minimums in over here on the MFD, but I don't see them synced here on the PFD, so. And they're pretty high, right? So I'm gonna put those in again. Let me bring up the RNAV approach. It was like 36 something. 3368. All right, 3368. It's nice, you can hold shift if you're using your mouse wheel to turn this, and it'll go 20 feet at a time instead of 10, so these altitudes aren't as crazy to get in. All right, 3368, so 3370, and we'll add 50 feet for padding. All right, that is set. Oh, we are icing up again. All right, I'm just gonna start. I mean, I'm just gonna do, I can do whatever I want, so, because I'm not listening to ATC, so I'm just gonna start our descent now. I'm gonna do VNAV direct to and activate it so we can try to get down below some of these clouds a little sooner. All right, the new top of descent's in 40 seconds. Flight path angle is almost 1 degree. Just wanna get out of this icing. Okay, so when you flick down the this little fluid control to the windshield, it just clears the windshield instantly. It just literally deletes the ice. All right, get some of these lights on here. It's funny. It's just a one-click instant delete of ice. It like slowly comes back, but yeah, let's see. There's a little teeny piece of it right here. Yep, I hit it. It just instantly disappears. That's cool. I think some of the other planes, like I think the Diamond, like the DA-62's de-icing system, actually makes it gradually fade away, the icing effects, but I believe that is all on the windshield. Let's do it again. Alright, we're going down at 250. I could check the, let's see, what's our MSAs? 11.6, but that's for all the terrain. Let's see, why is it that high? Oh, it's on the way up from, if you're approaching from the south, you have some 8,800 restrictions here, 8,800, 7,600 for the altitudes. But for us, we have a 5,200 peak out the left side of the window. Yeah, to our east right now, so we're coming in this way though, so it looks like we just have to worry about, and these are 5,800 and 4,700, so we could go down to 6,300 right now if we wanted to, just to get out of this. Like, we're not like authorized to, but whatever, we can just do it ourselves because this icing is dangerous. So let's get down 800 feet per minute. And let's see, we need to be, actually we need to be at 7,600 for the reversal, so let's do 7,600. Which is not very, it's not much lower than we're at right now. I don't know why VNav just turned back on. Alright, 800 feet descent, there we go. Alright, we're kind of breaking out of it right now. Ice is scary. Why, thank you, Mountain. Thanks for the $3. Hey, thanks for the $3. What is that little animated guy on it? The Mountain coming in hot with $2.99. Helping me recoup the cost of a pilot's life. Appreciate it. Absolutely amazing. Speaking of which, I haven't checked this for a while. Yeah, it has our flight stage as climb. Oh no, I messed up. The cruise altitude up here was set at 12,800 and I didn't update it. So it's gonna, it doesn't think we got to our climb stage. Can I change it to 7? Okay, I changed it to 7,000 and now it says cruise. Okay, I'll see. I'll probably get dinged for that. All right, note to self. I need to remember to look at, I need to remember to look up there. Oh, that won't matter? Okay. Well, at least it has the correct, okay, it says approach now. So at least it has the correct phase of flight. So that's good. It's a little scary. All right, we're approaching Auburn and we're going to do our reversal here. I need to teach myself how to calculate holds, hold entries. I was practicing a little. I was watching like the, who's that really popular simmer, the captain guy? Oh man, he's like an airline pilot and he does these videos. He's got like a, he's from Europe. I think he lives in Europe. I forget. He's like, is he like French? No, he's probably not French. Anyway, I watched one of his videos on hold. Now, I totally get it. Or maybe I don't totally get it, but I know you use the compass to figure it out. Use your heading indicator to figure it out, and you basically just draw the line, and then you move. Put your thumb on one side. You're basically going up. What is it? Is it 20 degrees on each side? Yeah. Then you just figure out based on the 3 quadrants what entry you're going to be doing. I need to do a refresher on that for sure. I'm so reliant on the G1000 and all the work the working title team did that it's just like, okay, it just does the reversal for you. All right, so 7,600 feet. We are leveled off. We can see the glide slope already, the little glide slope preview for the LPV. We are doing our right-hand turns for the hold. You can just tell if you look at the map, there's only one way that makes sense. And it's based on the outbound course, right? So in this case, is it a teardrop? The outbound course is going up here to the northwest. I forget. I need a refresher. I'm so bad at that. I have no idea. Yeah, I'll have to do some exercises and learn my entries. The only thing I know is the name of the entries and not which one to use. Man, dude, the sunset right now, this is awesome. This is live weather, live time of day. It's beautiful. Delta, what's up, man? I saw you in, whose stream was I watching? I was watching V1 stream the other day and saw you guys chatting in there. I was like, oh my god, what's up? I didn't chat myself, I was just kind of lurking, but I was watching him do his landings in the, was he in the 737? Was in a VATSIM flight with an Airbus, in the Airbus SFO to Las Vegas, had to do a go around, don't ask. That's cool, man. Oh yeah, V1 is amazing. Yeah, he's a real Airbus pilot, right? And he was flying the Boeings when I was watching his stream. Good stuff. All right, we're doing the reversal. We need to drop down to our next altitude after that, which is our altitude to intercept our vertical guidance. LPV approach 6,300. I'll get that set up. There we go, and let's see. Top of descent won't be calculated. We can do this. Actually, we're supposed to do this after the hold. Yeah, we're not descending in the hold, so we're going down afterwards. So, but you can't set up VNAV when you're in a hold. I mean, I can arm it here, but I think we're not going to get the top of descent calculation and the flight path angle stuff. It's going to be 3 degrees. It'll put the standard 3-degree descent in there, but we won't get that until after we complete this circuit. Complete the hold here, and then we can then we'll see the top of descent be calculated. All right, there's the runway right there. All right, -1 on keeping the pitot heat on. So we should see top of descent calculated. Oh, we haven't passed Auban again. That's why we haven't. Sorry. So it removed. That was a little confusing. It actually removed the reversal from the flight plan. So we just have this single line of the finishing that reversal there. So once we cross over Auban in 1 mile, we should see the VNAV happen. And I can just turn on approach mode right now. Let's go ahead and turn that on as well. So we have VNAV armed, approach mode armed. So we have all the enunciations here. GPS, autopilot's engaged, yaw dampers engaged, altitude hold mode at 7,600, selected altitude at 6,300 with VPath armed, so it will take us down to that altitude with VNAV when it's time for top of descent. And then once we're close to the final approach fix, we have glide path armed. That's ready to grab the LPV glide path down to the runway. Hit that like button, everyone. Something I will never say myself. I refuse. I appreciate you saying it because I will not. The G1000 perks, I know. I am such a, they are such a just crutch for me. I would be nowhere. I wouldn't do no landings without the G1000. All right, our minimums are 3368, so that's 286 AGL. Our go around is Climbing straight to 4,000, climbing right turn to 7,000, direct to Yonku and hold Yonku. And Yonku is to the north, it looks like. To the north, yeah. Here's our missed approach arrow right there. The reason it matters, it helps more people find your tutorials. Where it all began. Is the G1000 in all planes? No. In sims in general, the avionics are largely determined by the developer, so you have to find planes that have them. But yeah, if you're planning on buying a plane, a third-party plane from a dev in the marketplace or on a third-party site, definitely look through and see exactly what avionics are supported. Yeah, it just matters what the developer put in support for. Some of them support, like, generally you'll have support for either the G1000 or several others, like the 530, 430, and 750, GTN 750 mod. There are 2 different 750 mods as well. Okay, we got our... Oh, we have our glide path captured already just after the reversal, so all we have to do is land this thing now. But yeah, Tom, just take a look at the screenshots in the description of any plane you're going to fly to make sure it has the avionics you want to use. Some of them are more flexible than others. But yeah, usually it's like a either or kind of situation with the G1000. Usually it's the G1000 or other avionics. I don't think I know of a plane that has a G1000 and allows you to switch to other avionics, because it's pretty specialized with the space they need on the panel, so I don't think that's a thing really at all. Pilot's life, so far, I'm enjoying it. I don't really know enough to have a strong opinion on it yet. Oh yeah, let me set my go around altitude to 4,000 and sync my heading bug straight ahead, which I should have been doing the entire flight. Okay, 4,000. How are our winds looking? We have a 10 knot headwind right now and 10 knots from the right. And our minimums are 3368. Dude, this landing is... This is epic looking. Oh, Tom, also, in the video description, or you can type it yourself, if you go to my site, kipontheground.com, I have a bunch of links in there. Don't worry, there are no ads on the site or anything like that. I just like to consolidate everything in one place so I can just tell people one link. Anyway, if you go there, look at the links in the bottom left. I have a link called Kip's Aircraft Spreadsheet. It is not completely up to date. It's probably like almost a year old. I need to go through and add more planes to it. But I have added all of the stock planes and a handful of third-party planes that you can look at, and you can sort it by avionics to find which one has what avionics. So that can help you figure out a plane that you want. Whether it's a stock plane in the sim or not, go check that out. I do need to update it more though, for sure. It's been a while. Usually I'll add in the bigger planes, especially the GA planes when they come out. Just because, like, airliners, people know what they're getting into in general with the avionics when they're flying airliners. So if they're getting them, like PMDG 737, you know, they're familiar with that. So it's usually less of a question. All right, we're landing at Redmond right now in Portland. KRDM, I think. Romeo Delta Mike. And then we'll do a flight from here. I think it's back to Portland after this, and I'm using a pilot's life, so it's giving us the routes. So we basically have a schedule. Yeah, Kilo Romeo Delta Mike is where we're landing, and then I'll do another flight. I believe it's just going to be the leg back to Portland, which is Papa Delta X-ray. All right, I'm getting my flaps out. We do have a crosswind at 10 knots from the right, 7 knot headwind, 10 from the right. And we're at 3,800. Our minimums are 3,420, so we are 400 feet above minimums right now. Landing lights are on. Ice protection is off now. And I'm going to turn pitot heat off. We're at 12 degrees Celsius. Yeah, landing lights are on. Parking brake is off. Gear is always down in this thing. All right, that's 500. 100 to go on the minimums. Heading bug is synced ahead. I'm going to do that again. And we need to go around it straight to 4,000 feet, and then we'll execute the missed approach procedure in the G1000. Amazing. All right, 3420, that's already minimums. All right, this might be a little challenging. This is bumpy, and I need yaw damper off. Here we go. No approach lighting system, or no Vazzy or Pappy here, huh? Got the elevator music track has turned on. I am landing long here. Just like at PDX when we watched that plane land in the middle of the runway. Oh, I pulled really hard to the right. All right, there we go. That was not great on alignment. Not great. All right, let's bring up that taxiway diagram. I usually like using the one where you just zoom all the way in. It's kind of nice with the moving map, like you can have it centered on yourself. It's kind of neat. All right, GA North Ramp is up here. Looks like we exit right up where it shows that Charlie sign. Bad center line. This is a hot spot here. All right. This music is funny, dude. This music is just like a mixed bag. I kind of like the ambient stuff that they have going with it, but it's so sleepy. All right, good. Parking brake on, taxi light on, landing light off. We're at low idle now on the fuel condition lever. And flaps up. All right, let's just go taxi over there to the GA North ramp. So we make a left here and then a right. Hey Marcos, thanks dude. Glad they were helpful. You too will be obsessively using the G1000 and nothing else forever, thanks to those tutorials. Actually, I really love the 530 and 430. Oh, Tom says, I flew a lot on older flight sims, sort of new to Microsoft Flight Sim. You were talking about icing. Does it give failures if you don't turn pitot heat on? So failures, you can turn them on globally, like as planned failures. It's in the fuel and conditions menu when you're configuring your plane before you load in. There are some planes, and as far as icing, icing effects will affect your plane's performance and can cause you to crash if you get iced up too much. So that is simulated. As far as like equipment failures and stuff like that, there are some really advanced third-party planes that have randomized failures built into the plane that you can turn on yourself. So for example, one of the planes I fly pretty often is an analog version of this plane, the Cessna Grand Caravan. There's one by a developer called Black Square. And they're actually making the TBM 830. I don't know when that's coming out exactly. If you watch Stevo Knievo, he recently they're recently retiring that plane in real life, but they're making that plane. But anyway, that Black Square version, that's one example of a developer that they made the analog version here, which has a 530 and a 430, or you can use, I think, a GTN 750 in it as well. It also, as part of it, in its little weather radar menu, or its onboard weather radar, you can go to the menus there and turn on like randomized failures and how often they happen. So it'll do things as simple as like failing some instruments, but you can get all into like engine failures and all sorts of stuff with it, like simulated fires and stuff, I think. I could be wrong on the fires, but there are at least a selection of failures you can choose to turn on or not. And have them randomized. You can also have it simulate like wear and tear. So like as you fly that plane over time, the engines will actually wear down and then start having problems based on flight hours. So that, yeah, there's a bunch of options, but those kind of advanced things come with the third-party planes. There aren't really advanced like randomization things stock in the sim. And I think bigger developers like PDMG and ones like that make airliners mostly, I think they also have failures inside their config options as well. All right, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. Okay, cool. Let's look at a pilot's life now. What's crazy is that, okay, it submitted my flight for me. I think I'm gonna have to add a new window here to my streaming software to show you guys. Let's see. Yeah, so it submitted the flight, and now I can go to my logbook and I can see all of the grading that it does. So I got a 91 out of 100, I believe. So it keeps a log of what you've done, and it says it was a scheduled flight. I guess there's a way to do unscheduled flights. I'm not sure how, but anyway, I guess you can maybe just track whatever flights you do. So if I hit a button, let me go ahead and change the window here. There we go. We get this flight report. So this is in another pop-up window. So it gives you this big scorecard of what you did wrong, so you can see here. Oh, dude, did you guess 92 out of 100? Oh, it was 91. That was so close. That was a great guess. So yeah, here we go. My max ground speed. So when I was taxiing, I guess I went over 30 knots. You guys warned me about that earlier. So I went over 30 knots, so I got a fail there. That was 3 points taken off my score. Climb, flaps up, fail. That's weird. I did put my flaps up. Oh, you know what? I bet this failed because of, oh, I don't know. I don't know why that failed. I did put my flaps up during the climb. Maybe I didn't put them up early enough, soon enough after I took off. And then landing light off before 10,000 feet. I don't know why I failed that, because I did not get to 10,000 feet. This might be because of the cruise altitude. So it told me to cruise at around 12,000 something. So I think it doesn't think that I got to that. I think it failed me because I never got above 10,000 that was planned. And then I never turned my landing light off because I was never above 10,000. That's probably why that one failed, but that was just a single point. And then down here at the bottom, taxi light off during taxi in. Wait, I did have my... Wait, why would I have my taxi light off when I'm taxiing in? Of course that's confusing me. Of course I would have my taxi light on. So I'm not sure why I failed that. I did turn it off when I powered down as well, so... Not sure. I will take, I'll take 91 for my first flight. It doesn't feel that bad. Turning it off right before you turn... Oh, you're supposed to turn it off right before you turn into the parking spot. Oh, just so you're not like turning and blinding people or something? Right before the parking spot. So does that mean right... Do you mean right when I exit the taxiway I'm supposed to turn it off? When I'm actually off the taxiway, I turn it off, I guess. It seems very picky, but for an airline, you need to turn off the taxi light for the ground crew's sake. Interesting. Before you pull into the parking spot. But does that mean that it knows... Is it... I wonder how it detects that. Because like I'm parking on the ramp here for GA. So I'm wondering, do I need to... As soon as I vacate the taxiway, do I turn it off? Or does it count it when I stop and I put on my parking brake? It's probably the latter. So I'll try that next time. I'll try to turn the taxi light off before I come to a complete stop, but have it on briefly when I vacate the taxiway. I'll see how that goes. All right, so now we just go to flight. Something I really like about a pilot's life so far is that it's very hands-off. Like, I do not have to hit start flight. It just knows. I don't have to go back here. I kind of like that I don't have to set passengers and payload and fuel. Like the only fuel setting I have to do is whatever configuration I choose to use in the for the plane. Like I can load it with whatever I want. I kind of miss that part of it. Like we're supposed to be flying passengers and flying cargo, so it's kind of weird to not have that part of the realism, like where the plane is configured differently each time. But, you know, no big deal. It's just one less thing to do. Before pulling into the spot, are you parking after dark? Seems impossible you would turn it off before stopping. Yeah. No big floodlights. Yeah, I don't know. All right, 8-Ball, have a good one. Have a good one. Have a fun flight back to PDX. Yeah, I think we'll, I'll probably change the time of day. I don't know that it penalizes me for that. And I'm gonna make this a little bit quicker by just using a recommended route from the world's map instead of programming my own in. That'll save us like 5 or 10 minutes. And it looks like we had 50% on our fuel, and that was enough for the way there. So hopefully I can just leave that for the way back, and hopefully that's fine. All right, so we're just gonna do the reverse from Roberts Field back to Portland, and I'm just gonna go here and choose low altitude airways. Looks like it's giving us a similar route back. We did the Cuckus waypoint, and Jason Jet, I think we're part of the airway on the way out. So looks like it's recommending the same kind of reversal here. And then what's interesting here is the cruise altitude is showing 10,700 feet. I'll just do 10,000, I guess. We're going westbound, so it should be even. So I'll just change that to 10,000 here, and I'll put that in here as 10,000. Actually, maybe we should do 12. Get a little higher up in those clouds. Maybe we'll be above those clouds in that case. We can always change it. So yeah, I'll just set it up as 12. All right, and then I'll do the sim brief really quickly because it automates a lot of it. All I really have to do is go down and I'll choose one passenger actually, because I think it puts in 170 pounds for the co-pilot by default, so I'll just leave that in there. And then we have no freight, and then we can just generate. Maybe I'll turn on automatic ATC to just see how it goes, since we're using the world map flight plan and not programming our own. It says initial altitude is 8,000. I guess I should go edit that and put in 12,000. There we go, an altitude. All right, regenerate that flight. And we can just load in. We're not going to load in at the runway though. We will load in at parking. All right, we'll go over here. And I'll just pull back the time of day, and maybe we can get another sunset-ish approach. There we go. All right, I think that looks good. IFR low altitude is selected. All right, here's our new sim brief flight plan here. Block fuel is 1048, so I think it's 11 something by default, so we'll have enough just on the 50% setting that it's set at already. All right, check all my lights and everything. All right, that's all good. Let's go ahead with beacon, get this started. Fuel, prop is full forward. Fuel is on cutoff. Battery and avionics 1 on. All right, fuel boost is on and starter is on. All right, introducing fuel.
TOS system test, okay.
And let's switch over to GPS mode. I'll just hit B to auto set the altimeter, 3002. All right, turn the starter off. Fuel boost is off. Avionics 2 is on, and flaps in takeoff position. All right, let's look at our actually, we don't have a departure, so we're just going to go straight up to our cruising altitude of 12,000, 12,000. $10, $11. All right, 12,000, good. Flight level change mode. Actually, does it estimate our crew? So we have our cruise profile, and then we have, I think it's 800 feet per minute is our descent profile by default. I don't think it cares. I don't think it suggests your climb in a plane like this. All right, and then we're going to use heading mode with runway heading. What is the runway? All right, runway 29. So I'll just go ahead and set our heading to 290. And then we'll sync it once we're on the runway. Maybe I'll remember this time. All right, heading's at 290. Cool, let's bring up Navigraph just for our taxiway diagrams and then get going. Let me hit load from, I think the second button is load from sim. Oh yeah, that looks like it did it right. Okay, cool. I don't think it selected the runway, but I can do that. 29 and then 28 right on the way back. All right, there's 29, 28 right at Portland. And I kind of like making this thing really thin because that sidebar is kind of annoying. I don't know why, but I like having this little bottom, like this little bottom drawer. Seems kind of nice. All right, zoom in, and we need to find our runway. Wait, did I not set the runway? Hold on, flights. I thought I just set the runway. Was it 29er and 28 right? So 29er. I thought I said it's but it doesn't show us. It doesn't highlight the runway, huh? Runway 29 right there. That would be nice if it put this initial point on runway 29 over here at the threshold. But anyway, that's where we just came from. Does a pilot's life actually make sure you can't forget to start the flight? Yes, it does, which is what I need more than anything. Yeah, that's the best feature. So down here, like I didn't even hit anything. I just went to the flight screen, and down here it has flight stage. So it says pre-flight already, and it automatically proceeds to the next stage of flight down there and detects it. Like I don't have to hit a single thing, which as you know is great for me. All right, nav light's on, taxi light is on, parking brake is off. Alrighty, let's turn around, and then we're gonna go to runway 29, just the same place we were before. All right, let's try to not break the 30 knot speed limit here. Yeah, it is really nice that it automatically advances it. How many times has someone grown, I didn't hit start or I forgot to load the cargo? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is really nice to not have to worry about the fuel. I mean, you only have to worry about the fuel in that you just have enough to get to your destination. But yeah, as far as like adding payload, yeah, the cargo or passengers loading and matching that, yeah. Oh, are you guys, oh, is my multiplayer off? Oh no, I did turn it off. Oh man, I'll have to remember it for next time, sorry. Yeah, I can't turn it on once I'm in the flight either. I turned it off, I just turned it off earlier when I was like testing some frame stuff. I was like testing out a bunch of my settings, my graphics settings, and turning it off to see to just keep the performance kind of consistent when I was testing my FPS, and I left it off by accident. If you are flying near me, I'm sorry. I wasn't nice to the flight crew. Oh, did I just run some people over? Whoops. Oh, no worries. Keep Schwartz on the ground. Schwartz on the ground. Yeah, I forgot to turn it on. I wish I could turn it on right now in the menus, but I don't think I can, right? I mean, I'm online here. My friends list is online, but I think in oh no, am I gonna get penalized for hitting escape again? In here I have multiplayer on, but I think I have it on in group mode. That's the problem. Oh man, if you're flying, maybe I should restart it real quick. That did not take me long. I wonder if a pilot's life will get confused. Only in the main menu. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. It's fine. This will take an hour. Don't do it just for me. Bedtime? Okay, I won't. Alright, I'll have to turn it on tomorrow then. Sorry about that. Alright, we're taking Charlie. We're crossing runway 23. Another blank livery. It's weird, I have FSLTL liveries installed. I'm not using FSLTL for the traffic injection, but the liveries still work. For like VATSIM and stuff, it just, maybe there's just some model matching stuff happening. What did I turn off? I think I turned on, oh, I turned on use generic models. That's why. Generic models for multiplayer is off, but AI traffic is on. That's probably why the liveries aren't being matched correctly. Alright, turning my landing light. Oh, my landing light was on already. Whoops. Taxi light. I messed up my lights. I turned on my landing light instead of my taxi light. And now I just forgot to turn my landing light on crossing the runway. Ah, my points! Alright, landing light is off. I don't know if it dings you for not having your landing light on when you're crossing a runway. No idea. What's my ground speed right now? 20 knots, alright. Not breaking the speed limits. I'm gonna turn my pitot heat on in advance because it's gonna be cold up there again. We will just use all the runway, I suppose. And let me see what the actual runway heading is. I can sync that up before we get there. 288. Alright, it's at 290, so now it's at 288 on the heading bug. Alright, and once we get up, I'll just find the approach that we're gonna do. We'll check the weather. See if there's a digital ATIS for that one. That could be cool. I mean, it's at Phoenix, or it's, sorry, at Portland. So we'll probably have D-ATIS, and we can use that through Navigraph now, so that'll be cool. Oh, and I did say I was going to try to turn on ATC on auto. We're already,
Redmond ground couch 22 ready to
we're already all the way over here, but let's see how the co-pilot does.
Couch 22 is cleared to Portland Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 29 or climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 128.1.
Our initial climb is 8,000. We'll follow it and see if it ever gives us higher.
Couch 22 cleared to Portland Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 29 or climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 128.15 squawk.
All right, fuel's in high idle.
Couch 22 readback correct. Contact ground.
All right, we'll set up 8,000 feet. Let's see if the AI actually contacts ground now. All right, 8,000. Yeah, it's contacting ground. Nice. And transponders set. So that's good to go.
Couch 22 taxi to and hold short of runway 29er via taxiway Echo Bravo Alpha cross runway 23 Charlie. Contact tower on 124.5 when ready.
All right, let's see how they do with contacting
Taxi
tower.
And hold short runway 29er via taxiway couch 22.
I wish there were more voices. We've had like 3 voices for ATC for 3 years. All right, we are holding short, but it doesn't think we're holding short yet. Let's move a little bit closer. There's not a line, so... All right, let's switch to tower then. All right, I'll do this part.
22 ready for IFR departure, runway 29er.
All right, we'll listen to them and do the 8,000 climb instruction for now.
0.021326 at 10. Cleared for takeoff, runway 29er.
All right, 29er winds
Cleared
326.
for takeoff, runway
A
29er
little
couch
wind from
22.
the right. All right, cleared for takeoff. When ATC works, it's not the worst thing ever, but, you know, when it works being the key part. All right, our landing light is on. And our flaps are set, yep. Rotate. This thing takes off so fast. I'm putting on my flaps earlier this time. We're at 100 knots already, so. Now that's a weird smart camera position. Wants to look directly behind us. You wonder if there are voice packs available to change the voices. I don't think there. Oh, for the stock ATC, I don't think so. But for the ones in Beyond ATC, I think they have like hundreds of them or something,
Going to 128
which is going to be awesome.
Couch 22. Seattle Center, couch 22 is at 4,100 feet, climbing
Good job,
8,000 feet.
co-pilot.
Couch 22 Seattle Center altimeter 30.02. Continue to cooperate as planned.
All right, continue as planned. 3002. Altimeter's good. Climbing up to 8,000 feet, and hopefully they'll give us 12,000, 2,000 for our actual cruise altitude. Yeah, so if I go back here and look at Pilot's Life, it has flight stages climb now, so that's good. And I did update the cruise altitude in the top right to 12,000, so yeah, I think we're all good here. It's really nice. You just set it and forget it, basically. Like you don't have to worry about changing anything. Pretty nice. All right, we are on our way. We're gonna go intercept this course, and then we're gonna go to Capri.
Alaska 1068 descend and maintain flight level 350.
It doesn't. Oh, it would be really nice if it set your tail number and stuff. I don't think you get an assigned tail number, but you do get a flight. You do get a flight number. I wonder if it sets that. What has it been referring to us? Oh, it's still calling me Couch 22.
Southwest tree 901 descend and
It would be cool if it It would be cool if it set your flight number so it called you, like, you know, whatever your flight code is for your virtual airline, or your, you know, the airline that you're flying for in a pilot's life. All right, we're at -1 degree, so I'm gonna put the ice protection on again. Flying through some clouds here.
Couch 22 climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
All right, 12,000 feet, we got it.
Flight level 240.
Flight level change mode's back on. 2,000.
12,000 feet, couch 22.
All right.
Climb and maintain flight level 240 Horizon Air 2402.
All right, we're gonna do 110 knots. Flight level change. All right, we are good to go. All right, total distance, we have just 100 miles. So You thought it was a big deal with a few updates. There were going to be many more voices. Here we are. Yeah, I don't get it. We get like Acture or whatever, and like I remember it was really nice that the voices were higher quality, but yeah, there's only like 3 of them. I think a while back I had like turned off the Acture voices, so I got the really generic ones, and I tried to install a bunch of voice packs through Windows, and I don't think it picked them up and worked in the sim either. Like, I don't even think that was an option.
Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level 340. Descend and maintain flight level 340 SkyWest 4868.
You just can't use the in-game ATC at all, yeah. You say both parts out loud while you fly multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody is excited for Beyond ATC, so I hope it's as good as they show it, and I hope everybody loves it and it's not too hard to set up or anything like that. Yeah, pretty excited. But next year feels forever away, so. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom really quickly in this, are we almost up there? I'll turn my landing lights off before that. It's a good time, actually. And hopefully we're not overspeeding when I get back. I'll be right back.
Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level 340. Horizon Air 240 to climb and maintain flight level 240. Alaska 1068 descend and maintain flight level 350. Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level 340. Alaska 1068 descend and maintain flight level 350. Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level 3. Alaska 1068 descend and maintain flight level 350. Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level. Alaska 621 climb and maintain flight level 380. Alaska 621 climb and maintain flight level 380. SkyWest 4868 descend and maintain flight level 340. Descend and maintain flight level 340 SkyWest 4868.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that.
Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level tree 40.
Oh, ATC's angry. Oh, what happened? Let me check the transcript here.
1068 descend and maintain flight level tree 50.
Oh wow. Okay. Is it angry? Is it yelling at us? I think we're good, right? We're at 12,000.
Alaska 621 climb and maintain flight level tree 80.
Let's get the prop back a couple so it's not red, just so that doesn't look bad. Yeah. All right, we're still on our way to Capri, or Capri, I guess.
Alaska 1068 descend and maintain flight level tree 50.
There's a Stole Caravan. Oh, in the Discord. Let me take a look.
Alaska 621 climb and maintain flight level tree 80.
Shows a cowboy freight pilot taking off like he's in a Stole competition. Actually, can I don't wonder if I can just bring this up.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless
No.
and get Simply Unlimited. Our most affordable unlimited plan includes 4 lines for just $80 per month. Google Fi makes it easy to stay.
Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level tree 40.
Did this just happen randomly while someone's plane spotting?
Alaska 621 climb and maintain flight level tree 80.
Straight up here. Now.
Oh my god. That is crazy.
I'm sorry. Just nothing. 5.11 seconds. God.
Oh, he's like timing the takeoff roll. 5.11.
Maintain flight level tree 4. Alaska 621 climb and maintain flight level
It's a regular live streamer with a great community. Oh, cool. I'll put a link to that video there. Just repost that video as well. That is crazy. Oh no, YouTube ads. Yeah, I actually pay for YouTube Premium, but I basically have like a second profile set up in Chrome just for all my flight sim stuff, so I make sure to use that one instead of my personal one. But yeah, hey JJ, what's up? Yeah, luckily on my normal YouTube experience is seeing no ads, because for me it's very worth paying for premium how much I use YouTube to watch stuff. So yeah, it's yeah. For me it's worth it. Nice, we're maybe going to avoid these clouds over here. I should turn on the weather radar this time. Let's get this thing going. Just to see if we have any actual precip. Way more YouTube than regular TV or movies. Yeah, it's worth it for me too. There's so many ads. Like even YouTube actually, like as someone who uploads YouTube videos, it kind of asks you to put more ads in sometimes. Like so mine have like, you know, there's like a pre-roll, a post-roll, and mid-roll ads that it just automatically inserts. Like for the live stream, you can actually, I turn this off for the streams, but you can have it so it'll just randomly play ads in the middle of a live stream. Having that on Twitch, having seen that on Twitch as well, it's so annoying when it's in the middle of something you want to watch. So I I turn that off for the streams. But man, YouTube Premium is very worth it. I don't feel guilty turning the mid-roll ads on for the video content though, because it'll put them like, it finds breakpoints. I think it uses some kind of algorithm to figure out where breakpoints are good in the regular videos. And you know, that helps me like cover the cost of like the planes and stuff I buy, so it's nice. Nobody has complained about having too many ads in them, so I guess YouTube's doing a decent job at not making it too crazy, but yeah, Twitch, they're just all the time. It's kind of nuts.
Alaska 677 descend and maintain flight level tree descend and maintain flight
Look at that
level
turn up there. That's pretty cool. No, I have nameplates on, but it's too far to see who that is or what flight that is. All right, nothing is showing up on the weather radar, which I don't really believe. I mean, I guess it's possible. Like, there's just no precip, but I think it's cold enough. Yeah, it's -9 where we're gonna probably get icing through those, just like we did on the way out.
Alaska 621
Start saying we'll be back after these messages. See if the AI picks up on it. I don't think it does any of that. That would be crazy though. I mean, I did say I was gonna go use the restroom, so if it didn't pick up on that and run an ad, then I don't think it's quite got the technology yet. Make sure you use your best FM DJ voice. I'll have to turn like the lows and the mic up to make my voice bassier. You know, some people turn like all the low end up for their stream and it'll just be like super deep, super bassy. I have my microphone has like a little low cut switch I can flick, so I have that turned on. All right, yeah, no weather showing up here, so we're good. Oh, Mikey's got that radio voice. Barry White, first officer. That would be you, dude. You have the deepest voice of all time. It did run an ad for Depends when you left. It ran an ad for for the flight relief tube and bucket combo. JJ says, as someone who programs and manages several radio stations for my company and is on the radio, I feel attacked.
Alaska 1135 descend and maintain flight level.
That would be cool. I mean, that's cool if you can work at a, if you have a good enough voice to program radio stations. Are you on the radio? Are you on the radio, like your voice on the radio, JJ? That would be kind of cool to do some voiceover work or something, like if you had a good enough voice for it. Or a unique enough voice to do that. If I had the opportunity to do like an audible book reading, I would probably do it. I don't think I have quite a good enough voice to do pro voiceover stuff, but it would be kind of fun. I feel like I have the ability to talk for hours, so I could probably get through like narrating a book. And you get a good enough mic, everybody seems to have a decent voice, you know? You just need the quality. Oh, you work for iHeartRadio. You're on 3 stations in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. That is so cool. Awesome, man. Voice acting. But some people just narrate, right? Not just the voice. But I've listened to Audible books where they're not like acting out the characters. They just like read the book in a normal voice.
Descend and maintain flight level 290 Alaska 621.
There's an app that gives you local radio stations for whatever area you're flying over in the sim. Oh, yeah. I have never used it, but it sounds really awesome. I would probably learn a lot doing that just because like I just fly randomly and don't know anything about the cities, or if I'm flying out of the US, like the countries I'm flying over.
Alaska 621 descend and maintain flight level 280.
All right, we are passing Germ and on our way to Jet. So I'm gonna start. Let's look at see the digital ATIS for Portland. See how this goes. So if I go to weather and then ATIS, we should get the digital ATIS. Yep. All right, there it is. Few clouds at 7,000 feet. Few clouds at 25,000 feet. 10 miles of visibility. Winds are 330 at 4 knots. Altimeter is 3006. And it says runway let's see, visual approach in use. Runway 28 right, 28 left approaches in use. Visual approaches for runway 28 right. And is that simultaneous approaches? So parallel? Is that what that means? 28 right and left? It just says 28 left, so I guess it's visual for both. But we'll see what Flight Sim gives us. All right, so we have clouds down to 7,000 feet. And the airport elevation at Portland's like, it's pretty much sea level, right? 31 feet, yep. Longest runway, 11,000 feet. And then I believe we picked runway 28. Is it 28 right? Oh, let's see, it's not here. I have it in sim brief though. Um, 28 right. So 28 right has 3 knot crosswind from the right and 2 knot headwind. 9,800 feet, and the bearing's 383. 283. 283. All right, we'll see if the always amazing Microsoft Flight Sim ATC is going to give us the approach or not. You haven't played since Kip stream 8 or 9 months ago. Been insanely busy at work. Picked up management duties with some corporate stuff. Oh, you're jumping back in this weekend. Awesome. Do you play on Xbox or on PC, JJ? Yeah, start with something you think is fun. Yeah, if you're on PC, I mean, even if you're not on PC and you have access to a computer and you can download something like, I mean, you could use something like World Tour Flights is a website that has a bunch of routes that people submit and rate. That's a good way to find interesting routes to fly so you don't, like for me, the hardest part is like thinking where to go, which is why I always use the career mode apps. So like NeoFly is a free one. Today I'm trying out Pilot's Life because I've just heard some people say that it's great. So yeah, so far my experience with it is, yeah, it's pretty great. I like the idea of getting the schedule in advance. It's kind of cool. It generates like the 10 flights for you. And so I just know this is the schedule and I'm going to fly in this area from these hubs for a bit. So it looks like I'll be doing a lot of flying between these like 4 or 5 airports. And then once I do that, I assume you can apply for another job. Like you can apply right now for other airlines to fly for. You can like hit this apply button and then I think it can take them a day or two to get back to you. Oh, right, it's 8 days. Yeah, it's a whole week actually, sorry. Yeah, it says days since last contract start. And then it says until new offers 8. I think it actually means 7 calendar days. But yeah, after a week you should get more job offers. So then theoretically you would get, you know, a 2-star rating airline approaching you if your scores are good enough. Probably something like that. And then as the money that you're earning, I don't know everything you use the money for. Oh, whoa, I have not checked this out yet. Financial education, bank deposits. There's a bunch of shop items. Training for leadership and teamwork. Okay, these things grant you XP bonuses as you unlock them. Or money bonuses. Okay, so if you do tourism, tourism establishments, crypto market, hell yeah. Come on, crypto's not an investment, as all adults know. But anyway, it gives you plus 20% to the money you make, I guess, in general. Risky but rewarding. It just says the bonus is 20%. Flat 20% doesn't sound risky. But at least, you know, the description is accurate. At first I thought Kip was going to say JJ should find a different job in real life so he could find more time for flying. Yeah. Oh, you started on Xbox Series X, got a PC to use the sim right before you stopped playing. Better on PC for sure with all the add-ons. Yeah, if you haven't tried like NeoFly and stuff, I would try them if you haven't. It's a really good way to have some goals and to have some easy goals, you know, where you don't have to do too much thinking, which is my preference. All right, so ATC, I don't think they gave us.
Seattle Center UPS 975 Heavy is passing flight level 26.
All right, we're still have 51, almost 52 miles remaining, so we'll see if they give us an approach. When we get to maybe this next waypoint, hopefully we'll have one.
Couch 22 contact Seattle Center on 126.1.
All right, we're going to Seattle Center. All right, Delta, have a good night, dude. Good to see you.
Going to 126.6 couch 22.
All right, we're going over to Seattle Center now.
Couch 22, 12,000 feet.
Couch 22 Seattle Center altimeter, 30.06. Continue to Jace as planned.
All right, 3006. On our way to Jace. And then to Cuckus. Is that a road? Or maybe just power lines?
Delta 2157 climb and maintain flight level 370.
Hey Cook, what's up? You've been flying with a pilot's life too, if I have any questions. Nice, yeah, this is just my second, well, technically this is like my 4th flight, but I restarted the career in the 208 instead. I was kind of playing around with the 737 off stream and just learning the 737 a little. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. It looks like I just need to just fly my schedule and try to figure out what I'm losing points for here and there. Oh yeah, another cool thing is that it shows live traffic of other players. Oh nice, I guess it highlights blue. People that are in your same company are highlighted blue. So this guy is also flying for Empire. And then yeah, it's interesting that it shows everybody that's flying on the network. Or also using a pilot's life. So we have a guy flying for Lynx Air. There's a bunch of people on the ground here at Seattle. It's pretty cool. I wonder if it injects the traffic. I mean, theoretically, like, it's just for Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? So I assume if these people have multiplayer on, I would be seeing them anyway. But I accidentally have multiplayer off right now. All right, 10 miles from Jace. Yeah, it's cool you can pull up the VATSIM and Pilot Edge and IVAO ATIS all here too when they're online. Actually, I think Pilot Edge is always available. So they're running, yeah, 28 left and 28 right. We had 28 right as our planned runway, but I didn't pick an approach yet. But let's just see what we have on 28 right. Yeah, we got an ILS and 3 different RNAV approaches, so maybe it said visual approaches were in use on the digital ATIS for real world, but we will see what Flight Sim gives us. I'm gonna go ahead and just look at the ILS. Whoops, I unloaded the flight by accident. Okay, re-import the flight. I've hit, oh no, what? I've hit that unload button. Alright, we're going to Seattle Center. I've hit that unload flight button so many times and there's no confirmation for it. I've done that way too often. Alright, 3007. And continue to Jace as planned. Okay, got that loaded up again. 28 right. Let me try this again without unloading the entire flight. ILS for 28 right. All right, 7,300 feet. That sounds like.
Descend and maintain 7,300 feet.
Oh no, 7,300 was what we had at Redmond. All right, 7,300 feet. We'll go 800 feet per minute. And I'll keep an eye on our airspeed as we go down. It's pretty clear. Turning the ice protection off. Pitot heat still on. We're at -8 degrees. Alright, so let's actually take a look at the chart without me unloading it. So 7,300. I'm not sure that that's shown on here or not. We're coming from the southeast. So it is possible to give us the ILS and make our initial approach fix NASI? NASI? Whatever this is. NASI, I guess? Alright, here comes the approach.
Descend and maintain 5,700 feet. Expect ILS runway 28 left approach via Reedy transition. Clear to Reedy.
Reedy, ILS 28 left, Reedy. They say 5,700 feet.
Couch 22 descend and maintain 5,100 feet.
Alright, 5,100. Let's get set up for that. Proc.
Descend and maintain 5,100 feet. Expect ILS runway
28 left.
approach via Reedy transition.
Reedy
Clear to
transition.
Couch 22.
Descend and maintain flight level tree.
And I believe she said cleared for Reedy. It pretty much always says cleared Reedy, so we're going direct.
Maintain 4,400 feet.
Alright, 4,400 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,400 feet. Couch 22.
Alright, now let's go and add that.
Couch 22 descend and maintain
Alright.
3,700 feet.
3,700 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,700 feet. Couch 22.
SkyWest tree 20 tree descend and maintain flight level 180.
Okay, down to 3,700. Let's see if we can load this in to SimBrief, or sorry, to Navigraph now. Okay, do not unload the flight by accident.
Descend and maintain flight level 180. SkyWest tree 20 tree.
I mean, I don't really need to add it in here, but that's fine. I will do it. ILS 28 left.
Tree descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
Huh, it... Oh, there it is. There's the Reedy transition.
Good day.
Alright, now it's loaded. Hide.
And maintain flight level 290.
Alright, we're going direct to Reedy. I'm just gonna end up just bringing up the plate anyway.
Portland approach couch 22 is passing 9,900 feet, descending 3,700 feet.
Alright, we're going down to 3,700 feet, which, yep, that's our first altitude right here.
Contact Portland Tower on 118.
So yeah, we have 5,700 until we get to Reedy,
Couch 22 Portland approach altimeter
and then 3,700 until we get to Hipster. Hopefully we aren't descending so fast that we get into that terrain. So 5,700, yeah, for Reedy. And then we go down, let's set the minimums, so it's ILS. So we have a 283 foot AGL minimum here, 306.
Descend and maintain 3,700 feet, Alaska.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. Alright, Barrow 306, so we'll call it 350. Give it some padding for our DA, and then I guess it's not an MDA, so we don't really need to do the padding, right? I think that's a strategy if you have an MDA, since like it's a hard floor, whereas a DA is like a little more flexible. So I guess I could put in 310. To my knowledge, that's how it works. Oh, Cook says, or G Cook says, to start with, I use the money I earned to unlock licenses. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I don't know what plane I'm gonna fly next, but I do think it's really cool. You can just unlock a new license, and then you can change your airline as well, and then that gives you different hubs to fly out of. So I could transfer like a European airline if I want, right, eventually, so it's kind of cool. I just wanted to get started on the... Oh, what's up with the... Oh, that's weird, all the buttons disappeared. I wanted to get started on a... in a smaller plane that I'm more familiar with, because I don't really fly the airliners much. Something I couldn't find was whether or not the CR, like the CJ4 is a plane that you can fly. The Citation, I'm not sure if that's in there or not. I couldn't find it, but maybe I just missed it. All right, our final approach fix is 2,000 feet. We're cleared down to 3,700 feet right now. All right, let's double check here. 110.5 is the localizer, and that is put in right here. It's a nav 1 and nav 2. And our missed approach is climb to 2100 left turn, climbing left turn to 4000 and hold.
Descend and maintain
At what VOR is this?
5,700 feet, United 2610.
Is that the battleground VOR? No, it says UBG. That is Newburgh. Hold at Newburgh VOR.
Alaska 621, you are 12 miles.
You don't believe this TJ4 is an option? Oh, the longitude might be. Okay.
On 118.7 when inbound.
All right, let's just double check our waypoints here. We're going to Hipster 3700, Hannah 2900. That's correct. Adam is 2000, and that's where we get the glide slope. Cool, and then our missed approach starts at 2100 feet. Then it should be climbing left turn 4000 feet. Okay, there's an intercept, and then UBG as our missed approach hold point. Okay, that looks good. So we're on our way to Reedy right now. And Reedy has a 5700 restriction. We're at 6800 right now. Okay, our descent's looking good. We still have 3.6 miles until Reedy. We're descending at 800 feet per minute, so... What is our ground speeds? 182, so that's 3 miles a minute.
Report them in sight.
Yep, we have the Boeing.
610 descend and maintain 3,700 feet.
Couch 22 have the traffic.
Portland approach Horizon Air 2088 is missed approach at Portland.
Ooh, someone just called missed approach at Portland.
Horizon Air 2088
That's cool.
climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed not above 270 knots.
All right, slowing down a little bit. We're almost over speeding here. Probably getting a tailwind now.
Horizon
4 knot
Air
headwind.
2088, you are 2
Yeah,
miles
winds are
northwest.
changing a little.
Climb and maintain 4,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via Bravo Tango Golf transition. Clear to Bravo Tango Golf.
JJ says, I want to fly smaller planes. I enjoy taking in the sights. Struggling to find short flights and default to airliners or CJ4. Do 1 hour flights. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, that's what's good about the career mode apps is, I don't know how good a pilot's life is at this, but NeoFly, an on-air company, and Skypark's another one. All three of those have short flights you can do in different mission types like sightseeing and rescues and all that kind of stuff.
Horizon Air 2088
Yeah, I would try NeoFly if you haven't tried it yet, because it's free.
United 2610
It's got some unique mission types. I think the interface is kind of hard to learn on them in general. Kind of all of them are difficult to learn, except for Skypark. Skypark is a one-time cost, but it has a really nice app. Skypark's very casual too, so if you don't want to deal with like buying planes and dealing with the economy stuff like that and the logistics and like loading payloads and passengers and stuff and having to match your weight and all that, Skypark, if you it hasn't really been updated that much in the last year, but it's a good, very easy to use career mode like Route Finder. I enjoy it, and you can use any plane you want. 2,900.
Descend and maintain 2,900 feet. Couch 22.
All right, next turn's coming up.
United 2610, you are 12 miles southeast of Portland.
All right, Hipster, we're gonna eventually go down to 2,000 feet.
When inbound. Tower on 119.0, United 2610.
This United flight right in front of us. I think that's the one that just passed over us, and they made a turn.
22 traffic is 11 o'clock for miles at 5,100 feet Boeing. Report them in sight.
Yep. Looks like he's flying away from us.
Couch 22 have the Boeing in sight.
All right, let's get ready for the approach then. I'm just going to turn approach mode on. We need to go a little lower. We need to go to 2,000 feet. So what's our altitude at Hannah? 2,900, which is what they have us descending down to right now. I can just turn approach mode on early, that's fine. Whoops, I forgot the yaw damper again. I'm so bad at that.
On 119.0 when inbound.
Alright, they're passing us over to the tower.
On 119er.0.
It's a runway right there.
Portland Tower.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just switch over now to the localizer.
Inbound
Oops.
ILS runway 28 left approach.
Couch 22 Portland Tower.
There's the glide slope. It did not. Oh, I just messed up grabbing the glide slope because I switched the mode too many times.
United 2610.
Alright, there's the glide slope. Nice.
Landing runway 28 right.
Is there not an add-on that adds additional ATC voices? I don't think so. I would totally pay for that too.
28 left approach. Couch 22.
Oops, I'm overspeeding a bit. Oh no, my landing light was off. I didn't turn landing light on when we were descending.
610.
That's a ding right there. Alright, so our missed approach is 2100's our initial missed approach to altitude, so I'll put that selected altitude.
12 miles southeast, inbound ILS runway.
Alright, and our wind, 6 knot headwind, 6 knot crosswind from the right.
Portland Tower. Altimeter tree 0.06. Wind calm. Cleared ILS runway 28 left approach.
And I forgot to turn my landing light on when we came out of, descended through 10,000. Forgot to turn that back on.
Cleared ILS runway 28 left approach. Skywest tree 20 tree.
We got this United flight landing right in front of us. Kind of cool. Alright, and our minimums are right here, 310 feet. So we got almost 2,000 to go still. All minor things, just don't open the window or door. Luckily, in this version, I can't open the storm window in this in the stock Grand Caravan. And I did turn off. I turned off crash and stress damage just so nothing silly like that happens. All right, 1 notch of flaps. 5 knot headwind, or sorry, 6 knots. 6 knot headwind, and we got
Follow the Boeing on short final.
follow the Boeing. We're gonna have a plane fly over our head right now, I think.
28 right.
Or is that the one to our right, landing on the parallel runway?
28 left.
There's one to the right.
Number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm caution. The Boeing landing runway 28 right. Clear to land runway 28 left.
Did they just give us caution wake turbulence?
Clear to land
Wind
runway
calm.
28
Oh no,
left
wind
approach.
calm. That's what she said. Oh, there it is. I knew that was gonna happen.
Clear to land runway 28
I'm number
left.
2 after the
Skywest
Boeing. That's just
20.
great. It always happens. I mean, not always, but this has happened before. What add-on to show the planes around you in green text? Yeah, it's an add-on. I have it. I have it in the link section on my site, or you can just Google it. It's called like just msfs nameplates or something like that. And you can pick. They have a bunch of different colors. This is like the green V2. It's the only one that's called like version 2. But yeah, there's a bunch of different colors. This one has a nice like black background behind the actual flight number, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's much cleaner. The default ones are gigantic, and yeah, they're hideous. All right, 900 feet. We got 500 go. Or now that we're at 800, we have 500 go. And let's see the winds again. Pretty calm. I'm gonna put our flaps down. Get ready with the yaw damper off. Oh my god. Did you see it actually push us? That was crazy. This is so silly. Alright, that's 500 AGL. What are the winds again? Just a little from the right.
610 go around.
Alright, one of them's getting a go around. Alright, yaw damper's off. Autopilot's off. Flaps are full, landing lights on.
Going around United 2610. United 2610 contact Portland. Approach on 126.
Yeah, there's like a SkyWest plane on the on the runway right now and they had the United go around. They're gonna tell me to go around, but I'm not going to. Am I going to?
126.9er United 26.
I don't really want to practice a go around. Hey, Enon, what's up?
SkyWest tree 20 tree, go around. Going around SkyWest tree 20 tree. Couch 22 exit runway when able.
Get another plane flying over us right now.
Contact Portland approach on 126.
Oh yeah, the SkyWest had to go around because of us. Whoops. Sorry, SkyWest.
Contact ground on 121.9er. Going to 126.9er, SkyWest tree 20 tree.
Alright, we're just gonna go wherever we want. Alright, flaps are coming up. Low idle, taxi light on, landing light off.
Couch 22, did you copy?
We're just gonna go this way because, oh, there's GA terminal over there. We're just gonna, we can just park wherever we want. I could probably just park right here. I don't want to take forever taxiing to some random spot. Yeah, this is for us right here. Alright, taxi light off. Let's see if it gives me a penalty there. We're just parking this spot for an airliner. No problem. Alright, that's off. Pitot heat's off. Strobe is off. Nope, we didn't. Sorry, we're just gonna turn the plane off. Battery, avionics off. Alright, give us credit. Alright, your flight has been submitted. Let's see what the score is. Imagine how much better it'll be with the ATC program. Yeah. Dude, they've done a great job spreading the word because everybody's talking about Beyond ATC. I wish it was coming out this year, though. Maybe they'll... I don't know if they'll do a public beta this year. That would be awesome if they did. Alright, let's hit... I thought it... Did it auto-submit the flight? It didn't say that it submitted it. Okay, yeah. Oh, it did auto-submit it. Okay. Let's go and take a look. I got 91 on the first one and 100. Ooh, I got 100. Mom, look at me now. Look at me now. There we go. Passed everything. I don't know. That doesn't seem accurate. I guess I'm... Wait. I had my landing lights off below 10,000 feet. That should have been a penalty. Does it have... Yeah, it's right here. Initial approach, landing light on below 10,000 feet, pass. That should be a fail. I had it off until I was like on final. So I think that should be a fail. Sweet. Well, that was pretty good. So I have to decide what to do with money, I guess. But not that I have much yet. Okay, we're at $3,000. I was at $2,500, so I guess I've earned $500 for those two flights. Flight hours 1.62. Cool. As long as they're on below a certain altitude, you pass. Okay. I thought it would ding me if it was like under 9,000 feet or something. It would, you know, penalize me right then. Oh, I received a friend request. Oh, cool. This is you guys, I guess. Friend request from Jesse. I will go to the community page to accept it. And G Cook. Community. It is really cool how you see other people on the map. I need to remember to turn... I'm going to do it right now before I forget. Go turn multiplayer back on. I just turned it off when I was testing some graphics card settings. Friend request. Accept all the friends. All right, then let me go up here and whoops, up here and turn that back on. There we go. Yeah, whoops. My bad. Sorry if you guys tried to fly along today. That was 100% my fault. You get paid every Monday. Oh, okay. So I didn't earn that money. I only spent 2,000 on the license. That's right. Monday is payday. That's cool. Yeah, I would absolutely hop on it and give them my money too, Matt. Absolutely. All right, how long has this stream been on? Have I been on 3 hours? Yeah, it's been about 3 hours. I think I should call it. I think after 2 flights and 3 hours, I think that's a healthy time to end the stream. I'll probably end up doing a few more flights. I don't know if I'll do them in the Grand Caravan or not. I wish I could have multiple. I wish I could have multiple like careers going at the same time. That would be kind of cool. And oh, sorry, I wasn't showing. Sorry, I had it stuck on the flight report. There we go. Yeah, it would be cool to have multiple ones because I kind of want to get into. I kind of want to do one on the stream and one off. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess I should just invest in one career. So maybe I'll do a few more. So like, you know, the next time I'm streaming, I will, you know, have more of these checked off and I can just, you know, run them and eat dinner while I'm in cruise and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. Sweet. All right. I like it so far. We'll see. I'll probably do 1 or 2 more of these tonight. And then I need to work my way up to the 737. I really want to fly it. I paid for it and I want to be decent at airliners. Finally, after years of simming, I think it's time I get into airliners. Oh, you joined United VA so you can have 2 airline careers? Wait, how does that work? Oh, United VA is like something that simmers run? Oh, there are expansions? PA. Isn't this like, this just like announces things that you're doing. I'll have to look at what this is. I think I looked at this and saw that there is like a PA expansion. Oh, passenger announcements. Okay. It only has 3 stars for its reviews though. Here on Sim Market, 3 stars. Maybe I'll read the reviews and consider it if I'm gonna fly the airliners later. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. It was fun. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, as usual. And Joe, if you're still around, thanks a lot for the $5 and the mountain. Thanks for the $3. After airliners, get good at Cubs. Oh yeah, the tail dragger. I was thinking about that today too when I was looking at. I remember the Beaver is in the GHC2 Beaver, and it has like the amphibious model. I use that because it's more like tricycle. And then yeah, the regular models like the tail dragger, and I'm like, man, I'm so bad. I don't even know the strategy with landing a tail dragger, and not hitting the brakes, and you know, doing a somersault. Yeah, there's so much to learn and get good at. So anyway, thanks guys for hanging out. I'll catch you guys on the next stream. I'll probably stream again maybe Friday or Saturday, at least on the weekend. So in the next couple days I'll be on again, and I'm thinking about maybe coming up with a stream schedule so it's just very consistent, like 2 to 3 streams a week kind of thing. But yeah, cheers. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day or night wherever you live in the world, and I'll see you guys next time.